Here we go. Another glorious night of CIFGC. I'm one of your commentators, Zero. I'm sure Arneezy gave us a wonderful introduction. Right, Tabby? Tabby, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Zero, and I guarantee you Arneezy gave us a wonderful introduction to this wonderful event that we have so far.
Absolutely. Of course, we do have some fights underway, and, we're going to get into it. BlackEndGalaxy and Shiraga is going to be taking us away for the first opening gambit here of tonight. Of course, we do have Chris Chaos and Kamui on deck as well after that, too. Shiraga coming hot after a 3-1 victory over ChairmanFan. And it'll be interesting to see how they square up against BlackEndGalaxy, a returning name to the CIFGC Downtown Beatdown Online. Of course, don't forget, too, Matcherino is up and available. Make sure you use those codes, !Matcherino in the chat to get those used up. There's a handful left over, 38 codes to be exact. Spread the word, tweet it out, let folks know. Let's get these codes used up before the night is out.
Gotta make sure I use the codes myself. I always forget until I'm on stream. I'm like, oh, shoot. Gotta do this while trying to talk.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught with your pants down. That's how it is.
Right?
But yeah, a big weekend for the Midwest right now. Roundhouse on the way, of course. This upcoming weekend here at Ignite Skokie, which is kind of near Chicago. You can basically call it Chicago. I called the CIFGC Chicago once, and Arneezy wasn't happy about it when I did. So that's
it's Chicago adjacent. If you told someone from Europe where you're from, you'd say Chicago. It would make sense.
Exactly. If I had to tell somebody, I'm from Detroit, I'm pretty sure they know exactly where Detroit is. But if I told you I'm in Lansing, you probably don't know where that is. Unless you're an MSU fan, then a college football fan, you might know. But after that, options are pretty slim.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I live technically outside of Portland, over on the West Coast over here, but I just tell everybody that's where I'm from. I'm not trying to give them specifics.
Right, that's how we all do it, right? I mean, my state is the only state you can actually show exactly where you are on your hand. So that's a benefit to living in Michigan. Otherwise, everyone else is screwed.
Oh, yeah. No, you can hold that. You can say you're the only state that gets to do that.
If you're up in the UP, you're screwed. Don't worry about it. It's basically Wisconsin up there, or Canada, depending on how high up you go.
That's what the other hand is for. You just make you just make it, and then you're good to go. You can see, I live right on the finger over here.
This one. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an interesting state to be in for Guilty Gear Strive right now. Still hot after a Bridget patch, obviously, and haven't seen too much Bridget online, at least in these brackets. I feel like Diaphone is one of the few that has been really representing that character. There are others out there that have been representing Bridget, but Diaphone seems to be one of the more dedicated. And of course, hot after Zio Taku as well. We didn't see too much Bridget. I'm sure in the pools play we definitely did, but in top 8 we didn't see all that. So
yeah, Bridget's definitely a character that I feel like you have to be like working on a little more. She's like a Amelia, like an Eno, where you kind of have to figure out, okay, what's my mix? How am I actually supposed to layer what my options are? And you'll see a couple months down the line, or maybe even that by this point, even sooner potentially, where you'll now see like, okay, Bridgets have a better understanding of exactly how they want to pilot the game, and you're going to see them do better and better and better, further and further. But I still think, I think Bridget still suffers the same problem like Milia does, the same problem like Eno does, where if you get touched by a top tier, you're kind of just going to explode. So it can be a little bit of a struggle there.
Yeah, Bridget is definitely one of those characters too that could definitely run away with the game, especially varying, the scooter attack, as I like to call it. You sitting on the hoverboard attack anyway. With Bridget, like you can kind of vary that, make it a nice little frame trap after the fact, or depending upon the distance, depending upon the media timing on top of that as well. So like it's definitely one of those knowledge check characters that Bridget is, and you'll have to see her in action. And definitely take the time to lab this character. I feel like I say that for a lot of the cast in Guilty Gear Strive, but Bridget is definitely one of those characters that if you really don't do your homework, she can run away with a lot. She has a lot of great potential setups as well that can really confuse the opponent, really build up on mental stack, and frankly, you might not get a turn in a lot of cases too. Plus, having a DP is absolutely a wonderful tool for that character too.
Yeah, being one of the only characters that tries to pilot that game plan while having a reversal in a game filled with like frame traps as sort of being a very prominent mix style, it can be very beneficial to letting you just reset back to even pilot your position. I definitely, at CEO Talk this past month, I played against a Bridget in pools and I got DP'd a lot. Like it was something I had to learn how to deal with very quickly, as like I said, there's not too many people playing her now.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's been we saw a few times, a few instances on, at CEO Taco where there was that unfamiliarity between Testament, between, Bridget, that there's so few of them online that we don't really get a lot of that solid practice, at least at a very high level play of those two characters to really understand how they work and where their strengths really are. And like you said, Bridget is definitely one of those characters that you really dedicate to, but has that potential. And that's what's so scary about Bridget, is that we're not getting those players that are 100% dedicated to those characters, because like you said, there are other top tier characters that do have better tools, better options, or at least better set play overall. But that doesn't mean that Bridget doesn't have that potential too when you think about setting up yo-yos behind opponents. I don't see too often people really taking advantage of changing up the fact that, like, hey, let me recall yo-yo, and let you think you have that opportunity to press a button, and it just gets blown up by yo-yo returning to you. But speaking of stealing turns, we do have BlackEndGalaxy back here on Giovanna up against Shiraga's Ramlethal Valentine.
All right. So no Bridget, nothing crazy. You're going to see some good old-fashioned neutral between these two right here. Definitely interesting. Interested to see how BlackEndGalaxy wants to handle the neutral pressure that Shiraga is going to be bringing to the table, and it's good dashing to get started.
Yeah, it's one of these matchups that I do really like a lot for Giovanna here in particular, because you're right, it is that neutral. Oh, missed the RC cancel right there. That was supposed to be red RC pickup, but got blue instead. A little too late. But it's one of those neutral games that I think Giovanna can really excel at, especially thinking about how far the normals of Ramlethal can extend. 6P is a great tool for that, to try to avoid it entirely. And honestly, like, being able to dash in like this, fair trade too, is going to be so important for this character. 2D whiffing entirely, a little bit too far after windshield wiper.
Yeah, you see that, like, using that 2D as a poke for these far-range whiff buttons can also be a really good tool for her to get through. Same with the feint dash, and making a work of it with the super to break the wall.
Yes, really good way to wrap things up here. Shiraga taking the first round, BlackEndGalaxy taking the first round. Shiraga, almost ran away with it right there. Had a significant life lead to start, but I mean, this is the game that Giovanna plays, right? Just quickly going in and building up that damage and even risk gauge on top of it as well. Nice with punish right there.
Yeah, BlackEndGalaxy doing a really good job of trying to counter poke, but Shiraga finds an even better opportunity. YRC finally comes out, just blocking the low. Yeah, allows them to reset to their turn. Good use of these 6Ps on point right now. Already puts them in the corner. Sword pressure. Got delayed, but not a full combo, so this gives BlackEndGalaxy a chance to hop in.
Nice call out right there. You see a 100 meter, you know that Ramlethal is going to be pressing for that Mortal Bato. PRC to get the momentum right there, because the 6H wouldn't finish to get that hard knockdown. And BlackEnd wants to wrap it up with the gold burst, but gets scooped up for the trouble. Windshield wipers to close it out. And such a shame right there, because BlackEnd had that PRC worked out, would have gotten the hard knockdown and a great Oki opportunity after the fact here. Nice 5P pickup though for BlackEnd.
Yeah, that burst coming in at the opportune time to allow Shiraga another chance at life through this round. So now you see BlackEndGalaxy trying to do what they can, finally utilizing that DP to get the hits like they were fishing for earlier. Counter hit 5H is a great start as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And not close enough for that wall. But still, we got this pressure going. Just keep trying to chip away and blow down that faultless defense.
What a good jump over right there.
Wow.
Yeah, a great jump over there.
Hit that far?
Yeah. Extended hurt boxes. That's welcome to what Giovanna wants to be punishing there. And they're just hopping right back into it. No time to think, no time to wait. Trying to keep the pressure going. I love the use of the dash cancel and the close slash to just get the OTG follow-up. It's been such a good adaptation in these characters' game plans.
Oh, interesting burst decision right there. I think we were expecting Shiraga to try to come in with a dash up K. But unfortunately, you're going to pay the price. Gun to wing, lock on, fire away. Oh my god.
I always forget about that last little bit that makes it go a lot further than you think. But yeah, right there, BlackEndGalaxy took a little bit of a riskier option trying to punish that and got punished accordingly. So now Shiraga getting even further forward into the round, but getting counter hit. Ooh, might have given BlackEndGalaxy a chance.
Nice DP to steal the turn right there. Dash throw. First dash cancel into throw that we've seen from BlackEndGalaxy so far. Whiffed on the 214K and still able to keep that pressure thanks to the PRC. Yeah, it's actually your turn there, Shiraga, so good call out.
Good use of the Rekka, just trying to get as much damage as possible right there. Tries to jump back to bait something crazy.
Oh,
2D will be able to do that instead, but it drops.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That 2D lasted out there a little bit longer than Shiraga would have hoped for.
Yeah, it was, I mean, that's Giovanna 2D. That always happens to everyone, I swear. So, right now, BlackEndGalaxy continuing. Oh, I think that was a little bit of a missed opportunity right there, but 2D is definitely a great pickup to allow them to try to get this reset. Forces the PRC trying to bait out a burst. Dropping instead.
There's our burst here. Watch out. There we go. Nice 2D, but too far away there for the 214K.
Good 5K to just punish the throw, not doing anything crazy. BlackEndGalaxy finally bursting here, but still getting 6P'd back to that layer 1 we saw earlier in this first round, so that's going to give Shiraga a chance to keep it going. 100 meter on deck as well. Yeah, like the next hit spells danger, and you've got to hold a lot of plus frames here. Okay,
good low block. Oh, good block right there, too. Wrist gauge is cranked. Oh, no! What? That hit? That is so unfortunate.
That was such a good backdash by Shiraga right there. That was like the perfect call to do exactly what BlackEndGalaxy was wanting, and able to use it to take it and tie it up right now 1-1.
Gosh, that 6P startup right there getting blown up by the sword. Oh, okay, nice DP pickup here. Great decision. No follow. Nice 5P interrupt from Shiraga. This is where the trouble begins. Caught in the corner, plenty of meter. Yep, spend it.
Motobato getting as much damage as possible, gets the hard knockdown to go into the safe jump. They choose to, which they do. Forces the YRC out though, so almost gave Blackend a chance, but instead they're getting clipped by the swords in the corner with a Motobato with positive bonus. Goodbye to that health bar right there.
Yeah, I mean, Ramathal can certainly run away with it here, and looks like Shiraga is definitely planning to try to do that. Oh, empty! What we were fishing for right there, because we were going for a deep cross-up. And there we go, got the explosion off the wall.
Yeah, clipped with the second low right there after those really good blocks. Gonna give Shiraga some more good damage. BlackEndGalaxy not out just yet. Still has burst. Still has a lot of meter and gets the counter hit dive kick super as well. Oh, good 5K. Good 5K. Keeps the pressure going, but doesn't bait the Motobato right there. Burst baited as well.
Oh. All right, 2-1 lead right now for Shiraga.
Yeah. You know, Shiraga's been playing a very, very like solid Ramlethal game plan this entire time. Just trying to control the neutral, trying to just utilize the far slash to prevent BlackEndGalaxy from getting in. And even when BlackEndGalaxy gets in, they immediately get popped out, reset back, and then right there, Shiraga does a really great job checking out those options, those 5Ps with these, even the Daros as anti-air. So off to a good start. But BlackEndGalaxy trying to make something happen right now.
Yeah, Blacken's really trying to steal out these turns whenever they can, but we have to be so careful because the damage, you're not going to be able to try to out-damage Ramathal unless you're getting some of these significant combos in from Giovanna. Ooh. And still not your turn quite yet. Able to spend it with Windshield Wiper. You still have another shot thanks to that 50% tension right there. Yep, you've been jumping in one too many times, and 6P has been your calling card here. Shiraga is on match point right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can try to make that adjustment. The dash blockings haven't been working well for them. The jumpings haven't been working. They got to find something to try to take this back. But right now, Shiraga's already taken 45% off right at the get-go of the round.
Cricket trade. Nice. There we go. Got the frame trap in. It goes high this time once again here, but you got to be careful. You're leaving these gaps on a positive bonus. Ramathal with meter. Calls out the burst. Nice backdrift on the PRC. Not enough. Needs one more touch to do it.
Yep, wasn't able to find an OTG at that distance either, so that gives BlackEndGalaxy the last opportunity. Finds a low off the fast RC, finally getting that mix that they want, but the mash of destiny at the very end. Shiraga taking it 3-1 over BlackEndGalaxy.
Yeah, really unfortunate here. BlackEndGalaxy putting themselves in a lot of negative situations against Shiraga too. And another big call out. That first game was probably BlackEndGalaxy's best game in this set, especially when you're looking at how they approached neutral. They were really focused on trying to counter poke and also whiff punish a lot of the buttons pressed by Shiraga there, and suddenly the tables were turned where Shiraga was just doing the exact same thing. Like you said, like, what do you do in this neutral game? You have to try to outplay the neutral and win against Shiraga's Ramlethal, because now we're getting called out for jumping in consistently. It's too predictable. It's either going to be 5-peat or 6-peat, which we've seen time and time again from Shiraga. So you got to play that grounded game, because let's be honest, Giovanna has the better buttons on the ground game. I mean, granted, not in damage, but in speed and opportunity to interrupt a lot of startup from Ramlethal is a big call out right there. And plus being able to low profile with 6P, a lot of the slashes that Ramlethal does, like we saw it time and time again, like even after the flip kick or the flip from Ramlethal, we saw 5P being able to interrupt. Jump S, you slash that mother, like, you know, like that's what you do.
Yeah, it was like they were putting on a really good show in regards to that, but sure, like I'll say, like I think Ramlethal has some of the strongest neutral in the game, just on a default level. Just being able to control a lot of the space that characters want to be in, and you saw BlackEndGalaxy, they got a little predictable in where they wanted to be on the screen. So Shiraga was quickly able to figure out exactly, like, okay, you're going to be jumping in at this exact situation, you're going to be dashing in at this situation, you're going to try to go for these you know, these frame traps, these mix up here, and I'm going to punish you appropriately for them. Now you saw these like these glimpses from BlackEndGalaxy where it was like, okay, finally you saw the one dash up throw, finally putting that on their mental stack, but then they didn't go for it again. You never saw it again. So it was definitely like you could have taken it the extra step further to get the full level of mix there, but it was just right there
against Ramlethal. Because you're right, like if you get a little too predictable against Ramlethal, like yes, you could be called out time and time again by a lot of the great buttons that Ramlethal has, but Giovanna is just built to counter a lot of that extended approach. Like you are in a vulnerable situation, so you're worried about Jump S, for example, right? Jump S beatable by 6P, beatable by Giovanna's DP, 5P, 5K. You have all these tools to kind of counter against it, and we did, like you said, we saw that happen, but it was kind of just like, hey, we did it the one time, and then that was it. Like, we never went back to it again, expected the opponent to not try it again. Meanwhile, you got punished for trying to jump in on that, and oh my goodness, Chris Chaos going for bike in, and Kamui up against, or actually,
I think it's Kamui's on the bike, and Chris Chaos is good on the good old fashioned Kai keys.
Kai keys. I thought so. I was, you know, we were saying off screen. I'm pretty sure Chris Chaos is defaulting to Kai Kisuke, which is a great character, and also bike in this patch is also a phenomenal character too.
Yeah, I think I like Kai here more a little personally. I think she is a character that will want to handle a lot of what Chip, what a lot of the pressure is going to be, has these gaps built into it, because he's trying to play a little bit of the stagger game within the mix-up. And if Kamui's ready for that, they can parry it further and further. So Chris Chaos now gets to play this much better neutral game, gets to sit farther off, just check with that long-range 2P, the far slash, these fireballs, doing a really good job of stopping Kamui from being able to play the rush-down game that they want.
I'm really concerned about this Kabari in the neutral here, but I guess that's not going to be a concern right now, because look, this poke into the stun edge, phenomenal stuff from here from Chris Chaos, and the patience will pay off in dividends here, but now Kamui finding the gap here. Ooh, okay, PRC had to.
Yeah, had a PRC there, got a little bit of a funky mix right there, but Chris Chaos was able to stay calm, but oh my goodness, the stun dipper didn't connect the second hit, unfortunately, at that range. Still found a way out, though. Got the shock state. Was able to try to get a little bit of mix. Gets a good throw.
Nice with the 2H conversion there, and got the OTG for the kill. Keep it simple. Chris Chaos taking that first round.
I didn't think that OTG would be in range. I'm going to be real.
That was actually a really interesting OTG, yeah.
That's how you know. That's how you know Chris has played this character at least once or twice. They've got those kinds of situations on lock. Now, trying to do what they can, but Kamui playing really grounded right now. Until I say it, they finally IAD out, but Chris Chaos keeping him in the corner.
Yeah, a little bit early on the meaty 5K, and gives an opportunity for Chris to get the throw. Tap Dust, expecting a burst, and we're not biting. Got the tether on here. Oh, but that's your opportunity right there. Expected a DP, I would assume.
Yeah, PRC tries to get the mix going. Chris Chaos trying to find a way just to close it out. Kamui so low, but getting hit with the 6P at the very end.
Yeah, very methodical here from Chris Chaos. Of course, that counter poke with Slash into Stun Edge, forcing Kamui to make a decision. Like, you have to learn how to deal with this layer 1, and if you don't, that's fine. I can keep running with it. I'm not going to change the game plan, and you give me a reason to do so.
Absolutely, yeah. And Kamui, like, very defensive, very reserved right now. I think they're expecting Chris Chaos to be a little bit more, erratic in their game plan, and trying to be a little bit more, like a good old fashioned tower Kai. But Chris Chaos, long time fighting game player in general, long time gear player, wants to keep it a little bit more reserved, a little bit more controlled until you show him something to go crazy. Now Kamui finally finds a good hit.
Nice.
Chris found one in turn, just trying to keep the pressure basic.
Ooh. Okay, good little trade right there. I think that was 2P from Kamui. Trade with the jump S. Shock state, so important in this matchup right now, too. Whole big slash. Yeah, Kabari, immediate burst right there. And you sent it in! I can't even believe the distance that went down. My God! Stun Dipper.
Well, that's why they call it Scum Dipper for short right there. The JS finally hitting overhead. Good reaction to the dash cancel right there on the throw. But now after that burst, Kamui has to be careful until they find that Yozansen. Trying to find these hits. Chris is just keeping it really basic right now. Already putting them to the corner, but not out just yet. Viking still got enough to move forward.
Just keep a low jump dust. The aerial stun edge as well. Not overcommitting. We had the shock state, and it's going to take is one hit for either player to get the victory here. The 2K comes out on the round victory for Chris Chaos.
Yeah, try to bring them into that scramble situation, make them a little scared of what they want to do. Just going for some safe jumps, but you're getting thrown out of it right there.
Ooh, trade. Ooh. Yeah, good attempt to try to interrupt right there, but I mean, look, every single time, Dire a clot after a couple of hits right there to reapply that shock state.
It's such a good
what a good read!
Right, the lightning through Kabari is so smart. Being able to also guarantee the wall break, gets the positive bonus, gets the pressure, good throw tech out. Now keeping it once again, trying to do whatever they can. Keep that shock state there, but a good mash out from Kamui, giving them another chance.
So Zonson pick up here, and we're not going to see a burst from Chris. We're too far down in the health bar here, and going to make it count. Red RC expecting a burst. It ain't happening. The food tray arc.
Oh no!
Again.
I think that was a buffered direct plot right there, and then oh my goodness, the TP on the Kabari. Chris calling that out again and again. Oh my goodness, that stun edge right there. I think that cross up was accidental. I think that was supposed to be a buffered dire clot, and then it got side swapped, so the S fireball came through, so they weren't actually able to guarantee the kill, just due to some weird unfortunate timing of where the bounce was right there. But Chris able to still close it out at the very end after that with that wonderful DP coming through.
Yeah, the same side Foudre arc would have been definitely more ideal for Chris to take the W right there, but still made it scot-free and starting to see the patterns here that Kamui is offering, especially when throwing out Kabari. And that's one of the tools that makes Biken so scary, is that she can really vary her strings, and it's one of her greatest strengths, right? Just being able to frame trap the opponent in various situations between tatami, between the types of Kabari that can be thrown out. This is a very scary character to deal with, but so is Kai, especially in the way that Chris is playing, just being very patient. Just one hit is enough here, and then I'll just commit once I get the big significant counter hit. There we go.
Getting pushed out right there gave Kamui a chance to reset pressure, now backed out, now to keep Chris in the corner, but gets side swapped on their own jump, and unfortunately getting tossed for it as well. Now you have to hold so many plus frames, but a good mashup.
Ooh! Yo, and Chris is just fine. This is fine. I'll get a couple 2Ps here because you're going to burst. I know it. There's the 2S victory here. One more round for Chris.
Trying to run a clinic at the very end on these predictions of the for Kamui, but a good DP once again, using them ever so slightly at the perfect timings to make sure they work. Stun edge, reapply shock, and that's counter hit 6H. Oh my goodness! With the 50-meter ride, the lightning at the wall to deal.
Oh my goodness! Caught. Just keep it simple. That's and look at the rewards that you get for having a strong neutral game, for being able to reapply shock state in such a consistent fashion, to not allow the opponent to have turns when they normally would, right? Especially after you're what's interesting, we didn't see Chris do the patented Foudre arcs right in the corner, that constant pressure that we see. Shock state, Foudre, Dire, to just keep rinse and repeating that shock state to build up that risk and just still stagger frames to try to get solid frame traps, big counter hits. Chris was just absolutely fine with taking the simple route. Just, I'm not going to overcomplicate this pressure. I'm going to get rewarded for just being consistent. And that is so important when you're playing a character like Kai.
Yeah, so the Foudre arc pressure that Kais will want to do, try to reapply the shock state to keep it consistent, can be a little predictable in the frame timings of it. So that versus Baiken specifically is something you have to be very scary of, because she has the parry. So if you're doing these consistent, I'm going to do the same timings on all my frame traps, on all my pressure strings, you're going to get blown up for it. She's going to get huge. That parry deals so much damage in this game. And once you have 50 meter, you can RC off of it with some pretty good scaling. It's such a scary tool. So Chris had to play like that. They couldn't afford to be so consistent in what they were trying to do to try to keep it as level 0 as possible. They had to make it a little bit riskier, and Kamui wanted to play grounded, a little more scared of what they were doing, because they weren't playing like other Kais. A lot of Kais will just run into their opponents like that, forgetting about, I'm just gonna die if they hit 6-4 here.
The full screen run up throw guaranteed is a Kai special, but and that's actually a really good point too. The fact that Chris was playing the way that they were against Baiken in particular, because that parry is really significant, and we saw plenty of delay normals. Like I said, it was very simple. Just here, let me get a 2P, a 2S. Let me just get that one poke in, because I don't want you to parry, and I'm going to vary my timing so you're not going to parry some of this stuff. And yeah, we had the shock state applied, but in the safest way possible. Most of that was applied by stun edge or heavy stun edge. So in the safest way possible, Chris applied the win condition, and then after the fact waited for the mistakes to be made and then capitalized on them.
Yep, that was, I think that was a very smart strategy that Chris was able to employ, and obviously it worked out great for them in this past game. Kamui still put up a fantastic show trying to play even around that, but when you make that change and you're not fully prepared for the Kai to be playing exactly like that, it can be hard to adjust, even in a first to 3 situation. Yeah,
Kai in general is definitely a difficult character to go up against, but even Fahim on the Nagoriyuki can be tough to deal with, and Shiraga coming back up here with Ramlethal.
Already off to a good start with that 6K right at the round, trying to check them.
Ooh!
They almost got the good counter hit trade right there as well. Gold burst! Oh my goodness! Fahim trying to do some solid damage right now, but instead he's blocking the neutral space.
Ain't no way. We're blocking Shiraga. You blocking? Why? Shiraga with the 2K? No!
Oh my goodness. Shiraga even did the delay there, trying to bait out something crazy, but Fahim did even better on the delay punish right there. But still gets a side swap, still not out just yet. And Nago has to hold a lot of these defensive options, or has to hold a lot of these offensive options that Ramlethal has. It's not Giovanna. Nice. You don't just get a 5P your way out of this. You have to actually work for it.
Ooh, but the 2S, here we go. Nice conversion with red RC, put it to the wall. Send this vampire packet.
Use the JH to just keep it clean, not trying to do anything too crazy there. Yeah, you can see right there just already the difference in the previous time we saw Shiraga on screen, where they get a little bit of an easier time to control the screen space, because Fahim they have to hold this, they have to block. Right now Shiraga's the one who has to block until that JH came out. Now trying to start their pressure sequence once again.
We do have to watch out for this blood gauge too. There's the 2H, finally able to get something started. The momentum after the jump install, but look, we're about to rage as soon as we knock down. Unbelievable. Shiraga, you're gonna carry this? Recognize the situation, Shiraga. Yep. Go ahead, hold it up. Ah!
Didn't even want to go for the beam super there, just allowed them to hold it. Gets the run up combo to guarantee the kill. That's Shiraga taking the first point.
I don't play Shiraga. I wouldn't trust the startup. No, I want to make sure I get that hit. You raged? All right, let me get in there.
That's fair. That's fair.
It might have worked. I absolutely agree with you. That probably would have worked. Safe positioning, throw out that beam, but I don't know. I got to make sure, keep it personal. Just like this close slash here. Red RC drops the confirm. Fahim.
Oh, I like the use of the dash cancel right there. Tries to mix him up a little bit, but Fahim prepared for it after seeing that happen just too many times. But that Beyblade was not enough to kill it. So BRC forward going to get the knockdown and actually the full conversion basically to the wall here. So give Shiraga another chance. 6P not covering enough of that stomach, so now you gotta hold the Motobato wall break all the way up there as well. YRC baited, and Shiraga gets the confirm right there as well after it, doing excellent so far. Control the Vampire Menace on the screen.
Nice, already held up in this corner. Nice flip as well, too. The Beyblade, and we had a sword toss by the looks of it there from Shiraga. The trade does work out in Fahim's favor here.
Right now, just trying to stagger with these far slash series, trying to get this blood gauge done so they don't have to worry about the pop. That gives Shiraga a chance to reset it out and finds a good counter hit as well with that RC. Has 50 meter on deck as well, but the explosion not able to pop him at the wall to guarantee the round right there, so burst has to come out.
Yeah, this should be a wrap it up. Just confirm it to overdrive. No! Shiraga! Tap dust. Yep. Works out for you. It almost didn't, though.
It almost didn't. That was very, very heart-pounding right there. Just the drop right at the very end. Not able to get the super out, but still able to make it work. Still able to sit at 2-0 on the board. Let's see if he can make something happen here. But right now, Shiraga off these really solid pokes. Doing a good job of getting counter hit by the 2H right there. Now he gives Fahim another chance.
Full screen situation here, and Beyblade actually clones on in there into Slash series to keep the pressure going. Where do you think you go? And Ramlethal still your corner. Nice 2P interrupt.
Trying to bait, trying to shimmy out, trying to bait something crazy from happening, but instead Shiraga just jumps out, resets, and finds a good juggle with these close slashes right here. Gonna keep him at the wall. Oh no.
Yeah, that windshield wiper wasn't enough to get the kill. One more touch will do is what we're looking for. The 6P. It was deep.
Yeah, that was a confident 6P of just knowing exactly what was going to happen. Hits him all the way downtown. The good use of the 2D right there to try to check what the team's doing. But instead, you're going to get punished for it in the corner. Taking big damage, but the 6H is not.
Oh no! The blood rage! You gotta pay attention to the meter. Fahim is in trouble here. Nice flip. There's the slash, though, to follow it up. Red RC, let's get you right back to the corner.
Blood gauge still a little more stable right now, but Motobato comes through. Motobato on the delay stagger right there. With that little help, you cannot afford to do that, because the Ramlethals, everyone, they all smell blood. And they're all just churning the stick, trying to they're saying they're instant blocking, but I know they're buffering Motobato. I've seen it before, and that happens to me.
No. That 50% tension, that's bait. That's absolutely bait. Great showing from from Ramlethal here from Shiraga as well. That's a 3-0 victory over Fahim, and I just feel like Fahim got ended up losing a couple times there. One, out of just resource management in general. Like, that's so unfortunate, but even still, the damage output from Shiraga, great decision making there as well. I mean, honestly, I don't think Fahim really had a fair chance at taking a turn because of how Shiraga was covering the neutral throughout that set.
Yeah, Shiraga was just doing a really, really good job. Like, you saw these glimpses come from Fahim, where like countering off a lot of the jumping slash pressure that Shiraga was trying to do originally to control it. Finally finding that big 2H, and almost paid off for them right at the very end. But it just came down to a little bit of not recognizing exactly how far your blood gauge was, or thinking it may have been a little bit lower. And then that put them into a couple really bad situations where they bursted at these inopportune times, allowing Shiraga to take these rounds that they were kind of losing immediately before that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that gave Shiraga a little bit of that edge. I think, if Fahim didn't have to worry about that, completely different kind of game. But yeah, Shiraga just did a really good job early on setting the pace of it. And by the time Fahim got the adaptation that they needed to try to take it over, it was just a little too late.
Yeah, I mean, it is really unfortunate when someone has the damage lead on you, like Ramlethal can get on. You can't afford that too little too late, but you can't afford to miss out on these Matcherino codes as well. Still 32 codes left, but we did get a generous donation from Null Sang. PNW Best Region, let's go for $15 into the pod.
Right. Love to see it. Love to see other regions supporting other regions here at this event. So thank you once again, and hopefully we, like I said, if you're in chat, you haven't claimed your Matcherino codes yet, what are you doing? It's like 3 clicks. Come on, you sign into your Twitter account, you just click it. It's free money.
Couple clicks, no big deal. Or just tweet it out, let folks know, of course, to use up those codes. Send it in your Discord if you would be so kind as well. So that way, folks will, have another shot at taking it. You know what? Maybe someone's looking for something to watch on Twitch right now. Like, gosh, I don't know where I could be. They could be here watching Guilty Gear. So put it in the Discord. Let them know.
Absolutely. Yeah. But once again, excellent showing from Shiraga in that last game. Mm-hmm. You know what else is excellent, actually, now that I think about it, now that we've got a little bit of time?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's an event happening in the Midwest that's going to be pretty excellent this weekend.
Yes, another glorious event coming on up here. That is going to be Roundhouse. That's going to be at Ignite Skokie, October 15th to the 16th. You'll catch some of the best the Midwest has to offer at this event as well. So feel free to check it out. There's going to be an octagon at Roundhouse. So you can actually get kicked in the face when you try to play. So that's their gimmick at Roundhouse. You actually will receive a free face kick. No, I'm joking. That's not at all what's going to happen here. But there will be people get blown up in the octagon on some of the main games out there as well. There's going to be a lot of great streamers out there. So be sure to check it out. Registration is closed, but that doesn't mean you can't hang out at Ignite Skokie as well. So definitely be sure to tune in for the event if you're sitting at home checking it out. Oh, they did open up registration again? Look at this. They lied to me is what it is.
Just for us here, they reopened registration.
I see. Okay. All right. I see how it is. And Chris Chaos coming back up here against Chanklatomica.
Chonklamatica?
Chonklamatica. Latum. You all know what that was, Fire Force fans. Don't act like you didn't.
I'm just gonna go with Chonkla for this right here. Just keep it simple. But Chris Chaos switching to the chip to actually play the mirror, not wanting to pick Kai into this. So being able to actually dual main through this and allow them to play these matchups a little bit more in their favor. Instead, gonna try to go be a ninja this time. And right now, they're just jumping back and forth, trying to whiff punish. But that's Chonkla finding the first hit that they need.
It's a 2D, but still. Chonkla's still getting caught, or forcing the oppression in the corner there. Nice. Knockdown.
And a good RC as well. Just going to keep the damage going, knowing that Chris is not going to want to burst here. But good blocks from both players right there, out of the mix and out of the frame trap pressure. Just backdashing, trying to make something happen. And the leaf grab will be able to get their turn started once again.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that Rekka series, of course, going to finish things off here. Chonkla's taking the first round.
Yeah, just, keeping it really calm right now, finding these good hits where they need it. Yeah, burst finally coming out, knocks them into the corner as well, so the good slight delay on it is exactly what Chris Chaos needs, but finds a good hard knockdown once again. Just trying to keep this mix very basic.
I like these delays a lot here, trying to get Checkler to open up, and finally with a 6K, but a backdash, still going to take a trade in the favor of Chris. Red RC, notice you ain't protecting your head, let's keep the damage rolling. I wonder if DP would wrap that up.
Yeah, or being able to confirm into the Rapid Punch Super there. But Chris Chaos instead just going to try to control it in the next one. DP comes out from Chonkla with a JH crossover right there. A little saucy. That's going to allow Chris to tie this first round up. That was a chip round start. I haven't seen one before. Right. Oh, good throw right there, checking on the dust. Chris trying to get that overhead. Chonkla keeping it safe, baiting out the DP after that interaction as well. Gets a good hit with 6-8, being able to push the wall.
Ooh. Okay, oh my god, the BRC to force a whiff punish. Chonkla, I can't wait for Guilty Gear to keep growing like that, because we saw like a while ago, it's like, man, I can't wait to see how folks utilize BRC, because that's going to be terrifying. And right here, this excellent application for it to bait out. This is normal, you've already committed. I see the slow-mo. I have all the time in the world to punish you for this.
And doing an excellent job of punishing right now. Chris trying to find some kind of opportunity, but they're getting DP back into the corner. DP in kind, 5K. Check out DP's once again left and right, looking like a Soul Bad Guy match right now with the amount of 6-2-3s coming through, but keeps the pressure going, finds a low hit as well, and also just keeps him barely alive, not using the meter to go for the super. So whiff punishes at the very end.
Going to the Chankla here. Oh no, dropped the conversion, but doesn't matter. Put another slash on top of it.
Good job right now, just backing off, trying to reset it, trying to not do anything crazy. Burst comes out. off the 6H right there, I think. Gets the throw, though, so just to give them their mix opportunity. And just keeping it safe at that good range where they know Chip can't punish it. Goes for the mix. Good blocks, but still get hit by the Alpha Blade.
Nice one. RC has to carry over to the corner here. I dig it. Taking as much time as we need.
Wasn't able to get the full extension they wanted, so now has to reset the pressure. JH coming through in a good 6B right there.
Nice. 2K2D, the final Rekka series, able to run the life bar down, round apiece. Same position we were in the last game, too.
Interestingly enough, this is very similar to how Chris was playing their Kaikisuke we saw in the last time they were on stream. But just with a different character, so and it's working out for them now. They're able to try to bait it out a little slowly, try to get Chankla to do something a little crazy, but instead, grabs.
Yeah, nicely grab another one. Don't tell me there's a third one.
Do it again.
Oh, the Alpha Blade!
Yep.
Game going to Chris out here, and you know what? I feel like the style of play just comes with age. You see all these kids zipping and zooming around with Chip, acting a fool. Sometimes it just be like water. Let them go ahead, throw their hissy fit, burn the energy out. I'll just keep it simple. One little poke here and there.
Yep. Keep the pokes basic. Keep the confirms solid. As you saw, every single time, I mean, for both these players, even every single time they got a hit, it was guaranteed confirm and a knockdown. They weren't trying to do anything crazy. They weren't trying to do these, fancy resets. They were just keeping it really basic. Keeping, like see right there, just knockdown, run up, buttons. You gotta hold this.
And again, that's the part taking advantage of just the frame trapping or delayed normals here, and that's where the Rekka series gets so scary for Chip, because Chip can delay it just enough to get complete interrupt or frame trap in general. If you don't have a true reversal DP, like, you're in trouble against this character.
Oh yeah, and Chris showing another tool on the option in that arsenal that they have to put you in trouble with the 6K finally coming out with the 50 meter. Close out that last round. Now having to hold it once again, but a good press out on the no follow up to the pressure. Shears tries to throw the Alpha Blade, but instead getting touched for it ever so slightly. Chankla another chance to escape. RC coming through to get the carry they want. Burst out for Chris.
Okay, nice red RC expecting a burst, and there it is. Oh no, that's a deep jump in right there. That's unfortunate. Chris wasn't able to get that anti-air going. Nice just block. But forgot the toes here. Chankla taking a round.
Yep. Able to quickly tie them. It's been going back and forth between both these players since the start. So it is really, like a good use right there of that 6B. Just trying to control the space deep out from Chris. Back off immediate jump in from both of them. Is that the throw whiff that I just saw right there?
Yeah, that was a throw whiff.
Oh, goodness. There, Chris being able to get a good punish on it as well.
Take a patience, not able to get a check on the overhead, but a DP interrupt will steal it. Nice pickup with the red RC. Goes for the overdrive for the victory. It's a 2-1 momentum shift here for Chris Chaos.
Yeah, you saw, Chankla was just like they were keeping that pressure, very similar to going into the Rekkas with these, similar delays because you don't have a ton of time to change it up on Chip. And Chris finally was able to get the read on that last game right there. And you saw DPs coming super consistent, just like you saw there, finding exactly when they can open them up, guarantee the hard knockdown, get their pressure going once again. Right now you're having to hold the JH that comes out as well.
Oh, the mix, but no button on the way down here.
The good old-fashioned empty mix right there.
It's almost that respective recognition because we saw that the movement ever so slightly changed for Chankla. So you know that Chankla was ready for the left-right. And I feel like Chris is, okay, cool, like, let me not press and lose my turn. I'll just land and just be the aggressor here. Yep. But, unfortunately, it doesn't pay off there because at the end of the day, Chankla took that first round.
Yeah, and you can see right now off to another good start. Gets the good low hit confirm into the throws while keeping Chris stuck in the corner. Trying to change history with the 6H right there, not allowing him to get DP'd once again. Putting some good as well, but the 5, or the 6H right there.
Oh no! DP at the Alpha Blade! That's crazy! Alpha right back at you to bring it to... Nope, you're done so. Nah! Had the burst!
Yep, burst comes back at the last second. Chris knowing they had to use it, but you're getting touched on the way down. Chankla now tying it up 2-2.
Ninja. Nerve-wracking set here. We're still in it.
It is anyone's match here in the semifinals so far for this game. Chris right now taking a little bit of time to think, taking to breathe. You know, these chip matches, they get hectic, they get crazy. Anything can happen between these two. So you got to take these breaths where you can, because it's pretty high mobility. Gets a good trade off to start in Chris's favor. But now, Chonko finding a really good counter hit to force the burst.
It's mentally exhausting to go up against something so fast. I mean, like, that's something I felt playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? The rate of speed and decision making is like, all right, wait a minute. The endurance I need for this game is so much. And, you know, when you're putting on damage like this, you can kind of take a breather. Chris Chaos with a strong life lead, and we're seeing that breather taken, able to get the counter hit. Beautiful round here from Chris.
I like the use of the PRC right there, trying to just guarantee, you know, guarantees the round right there, but also forcing out, you know, if you're going to burst, I'm baiting this. We're not allowing it to happen. So
exactly.
Chancellor, though, smart enough to see that come through and just save it for the next round. But you're getting anti-aired right there and stuck in the corner with all these hits. The whiff punish once again. Throw attempt.
The 6H right there from Chris Chaos, and oh my god, the command grab to wrap it up. 3-2 victory. Put the full hands out to get away from me.
That was a Street Fighter whiff punish if I've ever seen one. The extended hurt box right there. Oh my goodness, but prepared for it and able to move on forward on the winner's side. But it's not out of it yet. They still got a loser's run they could make through to get that run back against, you know, the next potential opponent.
Yes, absolutely. Chris is still in this, up against Shiraga in the winners finals here, but we still have to go through some losers matches. We have Fahim up next against ChairmanFan. ChairmanFan we've not seen on stream, actually went down in the first round against Shiraga, so to see this comeback here, 3-0 over E to the fourth, 3-1 over Kamui, and then here we are. Losers quarters finals.
Yeah, make it a good run through on the losers as well. Not bringing it 3-2 last game, last set, just keeping it very, very consistent. But we'll have to see if they can get through the pressure of Fahim, who we saw earlier will be very. They can be very aggressive. They can be very, very confident in what their game plan is, and if you're not as confident as they are, they could have the potential to steamroll you through. But we'll have to see. You know, they're having some good runs so far on the loser side of things, so we'll have to see if they can make that change, make that adjustment, and make the see if they can move that win even further on.
Absolutely. I mean, again, ChairmanFan clearly no slouch, because we did see the set against Chris Chaos and Kamui earlier.
Yep.
And then of course, you know, E to the fourth, definitely a strong Potemkin player that we've seen here in this bracket time and time again as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this breaks down. Fahim, you know, another player that is no slouch here, obviously, but you know, going down to losers against Shiraga, definitely wants to run back, I'm sure. Out here saying you'll do your best. That's all that we asked for, Fahim. Let's see what you got against ChairmanFan.
Do your best. Put on a good show for the rest of us as well. So that's what I usually like to see in these matches. So I don't know who ChairmanFan plays. Is that a name you've seen before come up in these brackets?
No, unfortunately I haven't. I'm sorry, ChairmanFan. If I should know who you are, I apologize. I don't. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. Like, and that's what's crazy about like the online space too, of just coast to coast. There's so many names out there too, and still so many players that you might not hear of because of so many events going on at once. Chicago local Giovanna player. Okay. They're on the come up, says Chris Cat. Wait a minute. Hold on. That is an endorsement right there. Chris Chaos on the come up, this Giovanna player from ChairmanFan. Okay. All right.
That's good to know. If you're up on the if you're on the come up and it's someone like Chris Chaos saying that you're on the come up, that's a good sign. That's a good sign right there. So
yeah, I mean, like you're thinking about like, and it's crazy because the Midwest has so many players like that. Like another player that comes to mind that had been on the come up and is now like a top contender. Super Saiyan Kid, really strong Grand Blue Fantasy versus Percival player. Just seeing that story alone of them starting out and seeing where they are now being like a top contender, the consistency was there. We all said the same thing about Super Saiyan Kid. So let's see this Giovanna play from ChairmanFan up against Fahim's Nagoriyuki. Plays the same color as me. We're fighting at Roundhouse in Guilty Gear. This is gonna happen. But we'll see how this goes.
Fighting for the color
in rock, paper, scissors.
because we're up here and they're over there, so you can't beat them. You know that they're too scary for you to be able to actually fight them in gear. But I'd see if
yeah, like I know I'm speaking a lot of violence on the stream today for some reason, but I'm not a violent individual, I assure you.
Hey, it's a blow up Tuesday if I've ever seen one. So we'll have to get ready into it right now. Just keeping it really confident with that 5K at the round start right there. But a good 6B.
I was gonna say too, the round start is so important because unfortunately, round start is definitely Nagoriyuki's turn in this matchup. You had to kind of gauge what they're gonna do, but that Fukyo to get 5K'd is a great call out from ChairmanFan. Great reaction. Nice 5K, gonna get the conversion after.
I like the use of the 6H right there, trying to get ChairmanFan to be a little more cautious, that they're confident to block, just wait to see what's going to come through. And they're getting rewarded for it now with a good throw into the corner, quickly tying up these life totals. Throw number 2, do it a third time.
Interesting. No. Really interesting that after the OTG slash, we go right into heavy slash. I wonder, like, because he had that moment of invulnerability there, so I wonder if we're trying to catch like a backdash maybe, because they're expecting like another throw or pressure after. 5H starting the round. That's a brave start here for Chairman.
Yeah, I think they're feeling confident that they got that good 5K round start early on, so they're going to see Emphaine try to switch to something to beat that. So switching up to the 5H, some a little slower, a little more hard hitting, and it's working out for them. But they have the meter to confirm the super, but they're not going to be able to get the kill. So that gives Emphaine another chance until they get hit in the shins right at the very end.
Yeah, 2K into 2D cancel from Giovanna here. There's no 2K 2D right there. Been caught overextending, unfortunately. 19 frame low, folks. You can definitely beat these 2Ds from Giovanna. Come on now.
Double blood-sucking universe right there. We're going to be able to start the pressure, but not as many specials as they could have gone, but still at the very end of the range. Just uses the sword slashes, confirming on some damage, trying to do whatever they can, but ChairmanFan getting out.
Nice. A small little step back, avoiding a throw here. Not able to get a full conversion right there. Okay, we got the 2D pickup. Jump in, just block, and the 214K delay will actually get a counter hit. Able to go into the wall. Let's DP. Let's rock. One more interaction, but one more strike is all it's going to take for Emphaine here. Has to be so careful. The 2D whiff.
Oh, the dash Beyblade is what's going to work from ChairmanFan. Was looking so confident right there, right at the very end. Finds the 6P, finds the 2D, getting these hits left and right, just trying to find that one edge out. But, you can't beat it when the player just goes, let it rip.
It is the great equalizer in this matchup in particular. Oh, my God. Like, I've been there time and time again, being caught in a corner against Nagoriyuki, and you are at the whim of Nagoriyuki. Like, at the mercy. Like, if Nagoriyuki messes up, thank the heavens, because now you get out of the corner and keep this pressure just like that right there. But this will actually not connect because we're way too far away. Great punish here from ChairmanFan.
Oh, I like the throw with PRC into the quick mix right there on Emphaine, trying to punish that. You have to be careful when they have the 50 meter, so finds the slash series though to keep that blood gauge down. It's going to be exactly what they want to control the spacing. 2D trades though, giving Chairman a chance to come through with an RC to finish it out.
Nice. Just committing to RC, cancel into the combo route instead of going for overdrive. Either way, got the kill. Nice. Able to get that counter hit conversion too. Let's say
good 6P.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about Giovanna now, is that so many of her moves are 6P-able. We're talking far slash, 6P. 204K, 6P. 5H, always been with 6P, but y'all were counting. Anyway.
An excellent super confirm. I didn't think that was going to go into the full animation. I thought that was going to be the knock-up on it, but Emphaine knew better than I to get that hard knock down in the corner, or now the wall break right there. So ChairmanFan having to play really cautious, finding these good pokes with the counter hit 2D right at the very end for some big damage. Oh, get tossed out of the skies.
Yeah, has to be so careful here in the pressure. Oh my God, they give the opening right there. What did I tell you, Tabby? If a Nagoriyuki gives you a corner, oh no, that's not okay. All right.
Now we're resetting back to neutral. The great equalizer not working out this time. One gauge. Pop though at full screen. This is so hard for them to go.
Almost
2S.
You gotta look. This is such a different game, right? Like ultimately, at any given moment, Fahid could pull the trigger, Beyblade it. Like Fahid controls so much of the ground. Like yes, Giovanna has a great dash, but what's going to negate a lot of it are these normals from Nagoriyuki. and even still that Beyblade to chop things up if you're not dash blocking low. Nice close slash frame trap here. Okay, early wake up stays plus with the drill. Walk up and throw. Okay.
One just uses the 5K, try to keep it basic, but they were able to block the overhead dust follow-up, but they're at the wall. That wasn't enough to kill?
No, not enough, unfortunately. No. DP isn't going to be enough. Even the heavy wouldn't have been enough there, too. But the 2K on the toes. We got a game for ChairmanFan.
A little scrambly towards the end right there. Had to make it work, but was able to find their opportunity. So, hopefully they can keep that up, or Fahim will be able to continue the pressure with these egregious normals and specials that Nagoriyuki has to offer.
Uh-oh.
2H. This is huge damage.
You kind of chalk up that round. Oh, but no forward tech off the wall, so we're still stuck here. 2K 2D pickup, though.
Tried to go for the Bloodsucking Universe after that PRC right there, but ChairmanFan was just out of the range of it, so instead... No! Just gets the hard knockdown. Not able to confirm into the super that they want, so instead having to play the neutral. They're getting tossed for it, but 50 meter wake up super right there. They know the input, at least allowing them to punish the 6H as Oki.
Nice. The round start 5H, excuse me. Chairman, let me know how you're feeling after this sec, because what in the world is going on?
Doing a really good job. Good cross-up hit right there as well. RC to keep the pressure. Gets a nice throw. I wouldn't have teched that.
Another one. One more interaction. Stand up for me. I got more. Oh, the 2P, but no confirm. We got a 2K to follow up after.
Yep, checking them. They were stand blocking. They were like, you gotta hold them down back. She's not gonna have those overheads that aren't reactable. So that gave ChairmanFan another game on the board. Zero is popping off because ChairmanFan is getting these round start reads so well, forcing Fahim to burst at the very end, like in the beginning of the rounds. This is a great opportunity for the Giovanna player, but right now it's Nago's turn once again with these 2S's, these 5H's coming through, really controlling that neutral spacing.
That jump H would have been so scary to try to anti right there, especially with DP, just because of how deep that Nagoriyuki can hit on that with 6H. This is a big opportunity for ChairmanFan. Unfortunately, wasn't able to avoid the rage. We kind of wait this out. Let the damage run low. The drill, that was a risk if I ever saw it. You took the drill, knowing full well that after mask on, it's all DP city for Fahim here. Nice BSU.
You know, in that last round, Fahim, they went for a burst bait when they could have killed, and then they popped in the blood. So that was also very, very risky right there, but it's working out for them now at this point with the pressure.
Oh my god.
Quickly tying up 2-2. Just like ChairmanFan had a really quick game last time, and Fahim takes it back and says, nah, we're bringing this to the end. We're going the distance.
Yeah, and sometimes you will get those rounds. There's not a whole lot that Giovanna can really do to get out of corner situations. So like I said, you're kind of at the mercy of Nagoriyuki, but you got a round start Nagoriyuki to backdash, not Fukyo backwards, just backdash.
Yep. Oh, a good bar slash hit right there with the Chun legs, keeping the pressure in the corner as well. Into the super confirms this. Yep, it will scoop him up and break the wall right there.
Good lane on the jumper, but still able to get the confirm. Nice. Actually wrapped this up. No! Spend the overdrive! Chairman! Oh my god.
Gonna give Zero a heart attack if you keep going for these exact precise kills instead of the overdrive. Confirms another good counter hit 5H at the round start. Working out great. Burst now comes out after the second explosive slash hits right there.
That's a lucky interrupt right there with the forward dash here. Okay, nice whip punish. 5K, get another pickup right there. Oh my god, you gotta block on wake up, Fahim. Stop. Oh my god. Chairman? Chairman.
Well, it works.
Will you please kill people?
Look, they're showing they're so confident. They're able to not win these rounds without even needing a super confirm. All they need is their buttons. They don't need none of those fancy overdrive specials.
Look, you're playing Giovanna. You're giving up hard knockdown pressure. I'm gonna need you to super in the corner every time, please. I don't want to see none of this red RC where you're creating damage mitigation. Like.
It doesn't need to be half screen. You can be a third of the screen, or in the corner. You can be a third of the screen away and pop into that super to get a wall break.
Yes, but regardless, though, great showing from ChairmanFan. I mean, really good showing, great with punishing, and of course, like, controlling the pace of the match, which is a really hard thing to do against Nagoriyuki in particular, especially trying to escape out of the corner. And some of that was simply because that some of the corner pressure that Fahim was giving had those openings. So it had some of those misses where Chairman could actually just kind of jump out for free or get caught in a situation where they would expect, like the one splatter where we're taking our forward tech, to expect that, oh, well, I'm just going to get killed here anyways. That's the route. But yeah, I mean, either way, like both players, great set. ChairmanFan, I gotta get you to use some meter. Spend those supers. Do it.
Well, they're up and coming. You gotta get in those DMs. You gotta educate the new youth coming through, coming into Guilty Gear Strive.
You know, it's because Chairman's a Tekken player. You know, they don't usually have meter unless if Chairman played Akuma or Geese or.
But then, are you really playing Tekken?
You know. Still. Played Tekken, so you have that in you that you're not going to use super. So,
it's interesting. I have seen a lot of Tekken players, like when they came over to play Strive, they were playing Giovanna. I don't know what it is about that character. I think maybe just how their buttons work or something about them. It pulls the Tekken players into it.
I was only pulled to Giovanna because of Akatsuki and Uni.
Oh yeah.
She's got Butatsu, so I'm like, oh, of course.
That's totally fair. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I
got my main. They put my main from Exert in the game. I'm solid. I'm good. I'm golden.
There you go. Who's your main? Who's your main? Let them know. Leo. Oh yeah.
Best fighting game character ever made. Best fighting game character ever made. I'll say it live. I'll say it again. I'll say it to your face.
Oh, I can't say that character was the best one.
What are you talking about?
The best character in all of fighting games?
You're Guile? You get to play Guile, and then when you get a good knockdown, you become Boxer. It's the best of both worlds.
Dang.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I was supposed to play Soul Bad Guy in this game, and then they showed me Giovanna, so my world changed.
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid.
I mean, either way, I was going top tier at day one of Guilty Gear Strive, so...
Oh, right?
I couldn't be wrong. But
Open Beta 1, you had all those infinites all downloaded on Giovanna?
Oh, totally. Yeah, I totally was doing flip kick into flip kick like I knew they weren't going to patch that. Oh, boy. Oh. But yeah, great showing either way from both players, and looking forward to seeing some more action. ChairmanFan sitting in loser semis here has to fight the winner of Chonklatomica.
I think it's Chonklamatica?
Chonklamatica.
I like Chonkla. Look, their name in Discord's Chonkla. I'm going to go with Chonkla. I think that's much easier.
It makes sense that Chonklatomica is probably how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Up against BlackEndGalaxy. Another Giovanna.
Oh, yeah. A good old-fashioned Giovanna bracket here.
That's what we'd like to see. Honestly. Giovanna, great neutral character. You want neutral? Play Giovanna?
Some good old-fashioned footsies.
Exactly.
Some good old-fashioned footsies. And
Orkai.
But BlackEndGalaxy going to be on the chip right there, and just like there could be chips over at Roundhouse happening this weekend.
They do have chips. You can order chips at Ignite Skokie.
There we go. So if you want some of those chips, check it out this weekend at Ignite Skokie. Mm-hmm. Registration's still open apparently.
Yeah, it was closed for maybe 5 minutes, and then they just reopened it, I guess. So it's your shot, your time to shine, to fight in the Octagon at Ignite Skokie. That's going to be happening this weekend, October 15th and 16th. So you can just hang out on Friday. There's BYOC in the Ignite Skokie section as well, so you can do that. And then on Saturday, Sunday, it's all game time.
Yeah, I'll be tuning in from. Well, actually, I'll be tuning in from running a tournament out over here on the West Coast, but definitely we'll be making sure to see all the Guilty Gear Strive action that happens there. What else is there? I don't even know off the top of my head. All the
aside
games.
From Guilty Gear Strive, there's a ton of games. So we're talking Guilty Gear Strive, Guilty Gear Exert, Guilty Gear Plus R. Okay. We're also talking Dragon Ball Fighters.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident Tekken's in there. I'm trying to remember what else. But yeah, there's a bunch of games in there too. Grand Blue's going to be there for sure.
Okay. Some good old-fashioned Grand Blue action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and oh yeah, because UGS is there, so definitely some uni. So definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Trying to think here. Here we go. I got the full list for you. So you'll have Strive, Smash Ultimate, Marvel 3, Battle for the Grid. Go. Battle for the Grid's coming out there, of course. That's why our newsie's going. Yeah. DNF Duel.
All right.
And like I said, Tekken 7, King of Fighters 15, Street Fighter 5, Dragon Ball Fighters. I said all the Guilty Gears are there. Under Night, BB Tag, Grand Blue, Mystery Bracket, of course, Central Fiction, and let's play a rousing game. You might have heard of it, Vampire Savior.
Some Darkstalkers. Some VSAV?
I've never heard of it, but VSAV I've heard of. I don't know about Darkstalkers.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
there's one or two games.
Yeah, just a few of them. If you check out the Capcom Fighters collection, there's a few of them on there. Only one or two. Nothing more. But actually, feel free to tune in for that. Low Kick Esports is going to be hosting that. Garage Gear, UGS, and even Tampa Never Sleeps is going to be showing up here. Okay. But BlackEndGalaxy up against Chocolatomica Chip.
Yeah, you see right now early on, BlackEndGalaxy doing a good job of stopping a lot of the pressure that's coming through from Chonkla. As I say that, they are able to take their turn. Tries to go for a dive kick super there. A little confident right there, but Chonkla instead going to be able to reset their turn now. Gets the pressure once again, having to hold this mix.
Yeah, really good defense. Oh my god, really good defense for BlackEndGalaxy there. 6P, going to catch the 5H.
Gets a cross up on the flip kick as well, so now they're trying to control the space, not allow Chip to do anything too crazy. That counter hit's what they need to get started.
Yep, that low profile on the far slash. BRC trying to get close, but the jump 2K going to interrupt the jump here for Black End. And actually spending burst, that's a small little victory right there for Chonkla. So they burst right back. Victory for both ends. Oh my god, wait a minute!
Oh no, the final hit of the top 2 series dropped right there, so finding themselves a good confirm. Now they're going to get the full coast-to-coast reset as well, but not enough to kill just yet, so has to be very careful of the low coming out at the very end.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. That final hit would have gotten the hard knockdown and a great Oki situation for Black End. Here we go. Might have. Yeah, actually, you're right. Look at the life. Yeah.
So we'll have to see if BlackEndGalaxy can get back to that. Right now, off to a good start with this mix. Good counter hit jumping slash right there. Into the super confirm as well for the hard knockdown.
Take notes.
Loves to see that.
Take notes, Chairman. Take notes. You get hard knockdowns until why?
That was a good old-fashioned danger jump right there, getting DP'd out of it. And once again, similar life situation at the pixel, so that's BlackEndGalaxy trying to quickly close it out, but Chonkla still got a chance to make it happen with their pressure going through. But really good blocks getting 6P'd out of the sky.
That was one of those situations, too, where you could have potentially committed since Giovanna was about to get that 50% tension buff. Just keep pressing buttons, and you know what? You're going to chip out eventually anyways with the increased chip damage. Okay, nice neutral game. Trying to backdash away from these slashes from Chip. We're going to get caught by the overhead. 6 people at that.
Oh, finds an overhead with the 6K right there, but not able to get the conversions they want without meter. So, just getting these pokes left and right, and now Black End finding an opportunity to try to get the neutral started once again, and another good hit into the corner to bait out the throw attempt and the burst. Super confirm. Let's go.
The hard knockdown, no kill here. Just needs one more touch. Let's get the solid safe jump in. Or
no, I like it. The safe dash. It'll like what I like to call it. Just keep it very basic. Coming through, feign it out at the end, baits the DP, thinking they're going for that danger jump once again.
I'm noticing here, and I wonder if Chonkla is starting to notice that Black End has been respecting DP, despite that option being, this is the second time we've seen that DP option shown. We only saw it the one time, and immediately after that, Black End just ceased all of their normal pressure at that point.
Yeah, so let's see if Chonkla can make the change, try to go for some light pressure instead of, just all, because if they're going to block on your wake up, that allows you to take your turn back.
Exactly. Okay, nice throw because the whiff jump D.
YRC coming out right now. Dog Spiral getting plus range DP once again. Yeah. He's going RC, trying to get some kind of mix. Good blocks right there, but you're getting arrow thrown this time. What a good reaction right there. Interesting use of the dog slash right there to try to just check it out, but I give Chonkla a chance to use those minus frames to get back to this interaction. So quickly close that game out now, putting another edge forward, giving them round. Good 5K to try to check the neutral.
Oh, wow. That's right there. Gonna reset off the wall. Oh, boy. Chip mix coming in. Another delay. You have to be so careful. That's your opening. Get out of there. Good throw.
Off back the ground, plus frames off the kick.
Oh, no.
Good PRC on the throw whip right there, recognizing that they weren't going to be able to get anything off it, but you're getting punished for this interaction afterwards. Yeah, and they're hard calling out DP right now, just trying to bait it out, trying to, you know, make something happen, but Chonkla not taking full advantage of that. And that's BlackEnd now tying it up in this round as well.
Okay, there's a 2K interrupt at round start here. Nice DP.
Finally not respecting it, but that may change what their game plan wants to be at this point. Gamma Blade come through for the plus frames.
Ooh, go for jump 2K, and unfortunately, BlackEnd already jumping, caught by the overhead. Good burst. All right. That could have been bad because it was so delayed that Chocolate might have just called it. Okay,
yeah,
nice
it was,
alpha on the wall.
I think they were committed to another action right there, but just going for the wall slip mix, goes for the opposite side, but ready to block it, ready to see what's happening. Gets him with the 5 or the 6B right there. So now re-controlling the situation, keeping the pressure down through into good old Rekka follow up to tie it up 1-1.
Right, and just a change like that, you know, being able to be a little unwieldy as Chip can be devastating to try to counterplay a lot of Chip, especially too. You kind of have to, right? Like your Giovanna definitely wants to steal your turn, and Chip will definitely absolutely embrace that with all the frame traps that are available. Ooh, 6P, yeah, absolutely would punish that. Just commit at this point.
Goes for the mix this time, forces the burst out after finding a good hit, but a 6P. And they give them the start they want. Gamma Blade PRC. Running with the Naruto clones coming through, and now you're just having to hold these blocks, and that can be dangerous after too long. Chip's got a lot of tools, a lot of ways to open up the can, and they're able to find it at the very end.
Oh, deep jump in. Oh, nice, avoiding the leaf throw here, the command grab. Nice DP, opting for the other side. Great back dash, and gonna interrupt the 2K 2D as well. Delay with Red RC and still able to trade with jump 2K, and actually in favor of BlackEndGalaxy getting out of the corner. Yo, we're whiffing buttons in neutral, and still BlackEnd was able to make out on it because, look, that extended hurt box, you know, and that second hit from that 2S. Beautiful hard kill here with the overdrive.
Yeah, good recognition to know that they could kill right there off the super confirmed. So giving them another chance, another shot at victory here. But right now, the whiff punish game coming from Chonkla, staying very strong, keeping them in the corner, trying to get them to do something crazy. Crazy thing with mashing, and you're getting punished for it. Gets the mix and baits the burst with it as well. Into the super confirm as well. At the wall, but Meter still alive though.
Nice block on the low, Gamma Blade. That plus pressure.
Just building that risk gauge up, finally open them up with the low right there, having to call out the 50-50, and that going towards Chonkla's favor right there. Chonkla doing a really good job of just keeping the pressure, knowing that BlackEnd just wants to block it. They're willing to just take it and allow them to gamble on the 50-50, and that's going to be working out wonders for them. Just building that risk gauge, getting as much damage as possible. It's a good throw to keep that game plan started, and we're back at it once again. Burst comes out this time.
You going full screen distance here, yeah. Trying to pick and choose when you're going to approach, and luckily got a hit off of the drill. At least blocks.
Going for the falling mix right there. Was able to find a hit, but not an extension off it. So now we're back at it once again. No burst. Risk gauge building up. Juice box almost at full, and you're getting hit overhead with it. That'll be able to give them the round right there now, sitting on round point.
Jump in. Nice. You get that confirmed after, too. BlackEnd caught on the back foot here. Definitely in trouble. Caught by the Gamma Blade. Still not your turn yet. I understand the frustration. This is why you want a DP character with a real DP. Not like this one, though. But nice little conversion after whiff throw. Unfortunate here for BlackEndGalaxy.
Yeah, still slightly 2+ after that knockdown to get the throw right there. So gave Chancla a chance to escape the pressure. Now DB comes through with the RC, knowing no burst is on the line. Tried to get the wall extension, but just a little too far. Yeah, but they need dive kick super block. Just back dashing away from the plus frames.
Ooh, 2-on-4K, got the counter hit. 2D to connect as well, too.
Oh, tried to go for the fancy combo to confirm the round, but it wasn't having it, and that's going to give Chancla the one last mix opportunity to take it 3-1.
That is so unfortunate. Like I really hope BlackEnd takes that situation into the lab and really practices out a more optimal run, because you can actually, after that 5K in the air, pick it up with your jump dust and just carry over to the corner. You're going to get that better positioning. You won't have to spend your PRC like that, and you're going to have that damage drop off by PRCing anyways. So get your hard knockdown with the 6H like you already had if you're unsure, unconfident in the string, or even just go 5K, jump dust, and dash cancel to get the 5H pickup. By the time you're landing, you'll be able to get another 5K and carry for the kill to that corner.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's one of those that you were... it's those minor optimizations. It's stuff like that you're not able, that you just have to lock in. You have to just keep grinding out further and further and further. Heck, even I don't have them. Your top players, most of them don't even have them. It's just these little things you got to do to keep going forward, and that'll get you further the next time. So, definitely a great showing, though. A great showing, but Chancla able to take it to move on over to the loser semis.
And it's another thing too, it's so different trying to do it live, and a lot of times you get really comfortable in like a certain muscle memory set of it. This is the thing that I know will hit guaranteed. So I'm going to try to keep doing it. But when you think about the cost that it's compared to another combo routing, there's something that might be better for you. Like when we see the conversion of Soul players now opting for Heavy Volcanic Viper rather than going for the usual jump dust route, just simply because it has that better Oki. You make that adjustment just because you're going to get better results out of it. And I do hope, like, under high pressure situations, like, because of how difficult and how momentum based Giovanna combos can be, like, yeah, there's some tight windows in trying to follow up with Giovanna, but once you utilize how her dash works and the great routing that they've given us thanks to the new universal change of aerial Gatlings, it's definitely going to be pay off in dividends to really get a combo like that going. But yeah, so that's going to wrap up our top 4, right? So ChairmanFan and Chancla Tomica will be going off against each other in loser semis. Of course, we have winners finals sitting in the works here. Shiraga up against Chris Chaos. We're going to take a short break here before we break into that top 4. So don't go away. We'll be right back with more Guilty Gear Strive action. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, CIFGC's Downtown Beatdown Online. Zero here on the commentary alongside TabbyNickel for this top 4 Guilty Gear Strive. You still ready for this?
Oh, I'm more than ready. I've been ready. I was born in the ready, molded by it. Ready for these exciting games we have left. Up on the winner side of things, we've got Shiraga versus Chris Chaos. That Ramlethal versus Kai or Chip. I don't know what they want to bring. Maybe Kai. I'm feeling Kai.
I'm feeling Kai on this one too. I feel like this. I mean, unless you want to live dangerously, you play Chip. So, I mean, both interesting picks against this character, Ramlethal.
They're both interesting. Chip has the mobility to get around where a lot of characters don't. But I just think Kai handles the neutral a little bit better, having access to tools, like his Far Slash, like his 6H, where you can actually get these whiff punishes where a lot of characters can't. As well as you have Stun Dipper, which actually will be able to, I think, low profiles Far Slash even. So if you're ready with that, it can be a tool that you can really use to push on forward and take control of the match. But Chip is Chip at the end of the day. Sometimes, you just need to live moss. Sometimes you just need to, keep the aggression going through there.
Indeed, at the same time, too, just one mistake and it'll cost you your entire life.
Oh, exactly. So always have to be scared about that. And then, after that, we've still got a loser semis match to come up of ChairmanFan versus Chonklamatica 22. Chonkla for short, because that name is long here. But Shiraga and Chris Chaos loading and going with the Chip. Choosing to not go for the Kaikisuke.
I feel like the speed in general kind of, same story for Giovanna, right? It's just like you're able to interrupt a lot of slower normals from Ramlethal. 6P is going to be a great tool still in this matchup. Just has to be so careful. And big swing for round start here. Chris already got the corner position, and this is actually the first part of the win condition for Chip in this matchup.
Yeah, Shiraga really wanted the aggression early on, but Chip was able to match that attitude. Gets a good super confirm at the wall as well. Already gonna get some good mix right here.
Oh my god!
Throw, not giving them a chance to breathe the near perfect round as well.
Right, excellent round to start things off. Another big slash to start. Oh dear.
Good burst right there. Good instant block. Right there. Trying to bait out these anti-airs, but instead just staying in the skies and now getting thrown forward in the corner. But a good DP on the tries to jump out.
Oh, we're calling out Mordobato all day. Full punish, carry over to the corner. Mr. K, goes for the mix attempt.
Yeah, Shiraga blocking that at the last second. Not able to confirm off the hit, so much ram pressure. You gotta hold this, and you're gonna get hit by that jumping heavy right there. The second into the Alpha Blade broke the wall, so not able to guarantee the round kill until the interaction right afterwards. And Chris feeling confident.
Yes, 2P knocking at the door here in a strong game one for Chris Chaos.
Trades from both of them. The follow-up hit right there. Oh my goodness. Trying to just get Shiraga to do something crazy to dig their own grave, but instead they're going to find it with that 5k force, the burst out.
Nice. Red RC got the pickup as well. Big shatter opportunity. Doesn't have the meter for hard knockdown, but at least the speed is still able. Oh no! We draw the line here, says Shiraga. Daro series flipped to the wrong side. Lucky break for Chris Chaos here. We're just going to take the scissors to start. Tries to go for that whip punish opportunity. Too far away to confirm it, though.
The Daro dropped it. The wreck is not able to connect, so that's going to give Chris another chance to use that meter. Try to go to mix up, finds these opportunities. Going left and right. You got to watch the domes and watch your angle at the very end. Chris on the brink of death, but still able to keep it around. Oh, thrower right there, getting punished by the Wrecker series. On a good hit as well. Now forces the burst.
Deep jump in too. Saw the 2H coming out. I'll just come diving on in. Here's the flip with the jump heavy slash. Another one. Oh my god!
Went the high sword. Yeah. Thinking they were going to go into the air, but instead stayed on the ground, able to control it. Now keeps the pressure going, goes low this time. Finding the exact opportunities that they want to mash, and Chris now sitting at a clean 2-0 so far in the Heavens Finals. Looking dominant right now.
That's crazy. That was absolutely crazy. To delay the Rekka series while Ramethal has meter, that's bravery right there.
Would you say it's chaos?
It is very chaotic, yes.
Burst coming out right now and finds another good hit now, forces the burst from Shiraga. Yeah, just doing a really good job with this pressure right now, finding the exact opportunities they need to press, so keeps the palms out, but finds the slashes, getting the hits where they can. The DP's blocked, so this is some big damage at the wall, especially on Chip, but not able to get the confirm that they need, so Mordobato to close it out though afterwards.
Hey, it's a Chip round. Sometimes you just get those.
Definitely said, oh, the dash Rekka right at the round start doing a really good job, but Chris running out of the sword pressure, knowing that that's not real at that distance, so tries to keep it going once again.
5H, 6H, not finding the mark here. Deep jump in from Shiraga. Okay, this is looking real dire here for Chris right now. The with throw PRC to cover up your tracks.
Yeah, still was able to stay plus with the sword explosion as well, and finds another good hit right there at the very end. Now, Shiraga calming down the chaos, bringing a little peace and order to the world, bringing it out 1-2.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Let's see if this can make the draft changes they need on Shiraga. Contain the beast.
See here, another draw on the line. Chris caught in the corner, but 6P, great call out. Ooh, even better call out with the 2K to interrupt the alpha. Finally get our anti-air 6P, calls out the burst a mile away here, and Shiraga should be able to wrap up this round.
Yes. Oh, no, not able to. Chip just alive at the very end, had an extra glass of milk today, but you're getting 6 speed off of that attempt right there, knowing that it's not safe. Shiraga keeping it alive.
Yeah, okay. Wasn't close enough to the wall. Got the opportunity for the DP. No follow-up after 5K interrupt, though.
Yeah, you can see that the pressure early on, Shiraga was really realizing that Chris was just wanting to press, so they're going to control it with these disjoints. And it's still working out for them great, but Chris finally recognizing it very quickly that that's what they're going to want to do, so trying to do anything else to open it up. Counter hit J needs a good start as well. The counter hit jumping heavy right there, the sword from downtown. They deal some big damage.
Got the low this time, able to pick up into the wall. Not going to get our kill here, but we got a positive bonus. Watch out for this meter though. BRC DP!
Yeah, just saw the BRC coming through there, knowing they had to be prepared for it, and
that was
on lock.
That wasn't even an activated BRC. Chris is just, I'm DPing. Yeah. There's nothing else you're doing. I'm going to DP, and the fact that it was a BRC, that was wild.
They the risk they took was calculated, and this time they were good at math, so. Doing a great job, though, on Shiraga, though, to keep the corner pressure, but the slight delay, waiting for the sword to come through to get the most damage, gave Chris a chance to attack off the wall. Now you're having to hold the mix. Dangerous overhead RC goes for the delay overhead.
Oh my god. Wait a minute, one more interaction away from taking the whole match.
Talk to the hand right there.
You ran into it, it's your own fault.
Yep. Oh my goodness, Chris swinging his arms around saying if you're getting hit, it's your own fault right there, and doing a great job of it. So they'll be moving on forward to the grand finals on the winner's side, though. Shiraga, not out just yet. They're gonna have to see if they can get the rematch they want in the losers finals.
Exactly. Yeah, a great showing here. I really thought Shiraga had figured something out there, and I feel like we still did. It was just sometimes chips get into a chip round where they just end up losing. And it's like, them's the breaks. Water on a duck's back, no big deal, and we'll move on. And just like that, was still able to remain calm, cool, and collected. But I'm really curious if Shiraga makes this run back. It was looking really a lot like that Shiraga was piecing together their own comeback, because that pace of the match was definitely starting to slowly err on the favor of Shiraga. We saw the life deficit just really start to add up. Chris being caught in the back foot, but again, it just took one little switch of a situation where Chris took advantage of either a scramble or just got a really solid read on a whiff punish there, which is still really strong play, and ended up getting that victory. It just ended up being that one little piece that put it over the edge for Chris Chaos in that set. But Shiraga is definitely one to watch out for if this run back is made here. But for now, we still have ChairmanFan up against Chocolatomica.
This is going to be in the losers semis here, and this is back to it's back to Giovanna, but it's once again Chip. So if Chonk was able to make it out, Shiraga's gonna have to go through that Chip gauntlet just to get that win. But ChairmanFan's been putting up a really solid performance. We saw versus in their previous match versus M Fahim, that they were just able to dominate neutral in a matchup that I feel like can be a little swayed and a little swingy towards the neutral side of things. But this is Chip that they're having to come up with. He's wanting to play his own neutral. He's a speed demon. He's not going to let you play the pacing you want.
Yeah, it's another one of those situations very much like M Fahim and Nagoriyuki, that if Giovanna gets put into a corner situation, it might be troublesome, especially when you think about a positive bonus situation from Chip. But the throw starts things off in the corner, keeps the safe pressure.
Doing a really good job of finishing. Good instant block right there, allows them to keep their turn, but now quickly stuck in the corner versus the pressure. You're getting an air counter hit as well, so Start Chonkla needs to keep going.
Yeah, I think we got counter hit because of air throw attempt, and then just off the wall jump 2K at the lowest of heights possible from Chonkla. Oh, that will catch.
But it doesn't catch the right direction, won't vacuum in the way they want, so instead just using able to get out of the situation, which is good enough on its own, but be very careful. Good burst.
I can't believe 2K in a plus. Wait a minute! The jumping got the clone as well, too!
Some good damage right there. They need finding these good hits, but Chonkla still also only needs one. Tries to use the shuriken to make something happen. A good DP with dash afterwards to get the follow-up. Chairman staying on the board.
It's a beautiful DP. You have all the time in the world to get the confirm after, especially on counter hit.
The good confirm over for Chonkla right there. Didn't have all the time, but still had a good one with the amount of damage they've dealt so far into this round. Finds a good overhead, but not getting the conversion they want off this RC mix. Goes for the no mix. Instead, just building that risk gauge up at max, finding the overhead, finding overhead number 2. You gotta stand block sometimes.
Yep, and that's the situation too. Perfect if you had the reaction timing, but we were conditioned to crouch block 5p or even 6p. That 5p would be the safer bet because at the very worst, you're going to get a trade there. Here we go.
6p being a little bit slower call. It still could have worked though, but they found a good hit at the round start for Chonkla, so that's going to force a burst out now after just 2 interactions.
Oh, nice still plus there. Close slash and gonna keep this gap as tight as we can because look at the risk gauge we're at. Nice, get the pick up there. Jump 2D. Force the burst out from Chonkla.
Really good throw there. Oh, but a great jumping opportunity over for Chonkla, but not able to finish it with a good old-fashioned American reset though to get the wall.
Okay, 50%. Oh no! 2K right back at you here. Nice jump in. Red RC should be able to carry it to the corner. Got the stand pickup as well with the tap dust. The 6H finds the mark there. That was so low to the ground. I was really concerned about that. The 2K! Oh, didn't confirm! No, ChairmanFan! Could have closed it out, but didn't confirm after that 2K.
It was just a little too hesitant on being able to confirm the 2K afterwards. Wasn't expecting it, and so Chonkla smells the blood in the water, is able to use the 2K of their own to close out afterwards. Now getting the mix as well. Gold burst attempt, but the Alpha Blade keeps it safe.
That 2D doesn't get a confirm there. Nice 6P. Cross up, jump 2K, or jump K rather.
Trying to play the really cautious game, trying to whiff punish, finds another good knockdown, but you're getting tossed out of the Oki this time.
Oh no!
You're getting tossed again.
That was a reversal DP attempt right there that got scooped up. Last shot here. Chairman.
You had 50 meter. Instead now Chonkla gets another opportunity after the wall break to make a chance happen, and they're mixing you up, they're putting you down, and they're breaking the wall as well.
This is the importance of being able to close out your matches there, because you're right, did have the shatter. If you would have spent overdrive, that would have been the kill.
The dash up DP attempt, trying to get Chonkla to do something risky, but instead they're keeping it cautious, just blocking, trying to get Chairman to do that, but being a little too confident right now on the mix. Really good blocks.
Ooh, overhead finds the mark. Good burst out.
Found the exact active frames they needed to do so, in a trade, or almost a trade, going into Chonkla's favor.
Yo, we gotta stand up. Just like you said, we have got to stand up on these overheads here. And it's hard because, one, we're going for delay, and look, Chonkla is fishing for you to stand up. I mean, a lot of chip players are fishing for that, right? We're looking for you to stand up, but we reset the pressure. Go for a low and hit our confirm that way. But the overhead, reactable. You can get your 6P, you can get the 5P. If you're worried about Giovanna's 6P hitting that mark, 5P converted off the wall.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to feel the confidence of your ability to mash out of that situation. Right now, Chonkla's feeling confident in their damage, confirming to the super at the wall as well, so gonna be able to get a good mix right here as well, so Chairman has to be careful. Just goes for basic. Jump, nothing too crazy. A good 2D.
Nice! Get this call out. Watch out for the burst, though. Oh no! Could have canceled into the overdrive right there. Unfortunately, just didn't. Was too high on the 5H.
Yeah, just ever too slightly bursting late into the round as well, trying to do whatever they can to close it out.
No!
Finds a good counter hit, but it's not enough. So now Chonkla gets to start their turn. YRC comes through. Just tries to use 2B, trying to use whatever they can. Trade going into Chonkla's favor. Now sitting on match point.
That's 2 times now that ChairmanFan could have really turned the tide by spending overdrive. Could have gotten a kill situation potentially. And here we are, down around here. Match point for Chonkla. Got a life lead to start in this round, but okay, YRC.
YRC in the air pushes them back to allow them to play neutral a little bit, but that's what Chonkla's been doing well. I've seen miracles happen before. Chairman's going to need a couple of them, and the mix is not off to a good start for them right now.
Oh, too far for the H. Wow, what a DP. That's unfortunate.
That's really the delay, the most delayed DP hit I think I've ever seen. Goldberg
no!
Overhead taken.
Yeah, that was a panic situation for sure to mash that burst out. There was just no reason to give it, and ChairmanFan was just looking for anything to try to take the advantage back, it seemed like right there. But 3-0 victory for Chanclatomica, going up against Shiraga in the losers finals here. So Chip, another Chip against Ramathal. I'm just trying to double check to see, and no, yeah, because Chanclatomica was at the bottom of the bracket here, so wouldn't have been able to run in Shiraga. ChairmanFan did actually.
Almost got the run back. Almost got the run back. All the way from round one losers. So a great, fantastic showing by them overall for this whole tournament.
Yeah, ChairmanFan did a great job today. Closing is the key factor for ChairmanFan to get to that next level. Especially as Giovanni, you want these knockdowns because you're trying to force your opponent to not have a turn. Very much in the same case that Chip was in that set. Especially with Chip having such low health, like make sure we are spending on these overdrives for those hard knockdowns. But regardless, the neutral game was there. It's just all about closing. Optimize a couple things here and there. Nope, actually, different notes for another player. But regardless, ChairmanFan, good show.
It was 80% of the way there. 80% of the way there right there. So still a very, very excellent showing. And right now, Chancla off to try to repeat what they saw before in the last time, getting this really good JH start, getting a good wall break damage as well, already dealing over 50%. DP out of the pressure as well, with some great carry in the mix. Raga just holding on to that burst for next round, knowing it has been a little too late for it.
Okay, a couple delay buttons here. Chancla not biting quite yet. They know. I see that 50% tension. One touch could spell disaster. There it is. Mortal Bato. Can't leave these gaps.
But that's an immediate call it now. Chancla going to be aware of that and will be able to change it for pressure. Going to be a little bit more tight, so be very, very worried about that coming in the future. But still has to remember, the threat of the death cannon from Ramathal still possible.
Big jump in and still able to take it. Let's go. Chancla, first round.
Now off to a good start. Finds a good knockdown, though, over for Shiraga. And a good counter hit with the sword juggles, keeping it first safe as well.
Okay, nice Alpha Blade. Got the mix, left, right. Good defense from Shiraga. But all the resources are in favor of Shiraga right now. Yep, just wrap this. Oh, but dropped it. Big opportunity here. DP!
Yeah, thinking they were going to go in the air, try to avoid a throw situation right there. So went for the high sword, but ended up not working out for them. Instead, they're going to take the mix of the corner, but actually able to just get out of it. Sword pressure into the overhead, knowing they were just going to want to block all those mids. So Shiraga quickly timed them.
That was quite the backdash there from Shiraga to get out of that corner here, but Chanclatomica, big round start. Nice. Got our throw. 50% health.
So once again, good overhead, though, this time. Into some solid damage, but not able to get the pickup. Finding these stray hits. Goldburst comes out from Shiraga. I like that. I like the slam into the no cancel. Just making sure to keep ready, keep them prepared for it when it does come. More pressure gets DP'd out.
Oh, nice conversion off the Alpha, but wasn't able to get the closer. Doesn't matter. High sword gives the opportunity for Chanclatomica to close out that first game in losers finals.
Yeah, just the high sword at the very end. Trying to think that they're going to go into the sky, but instead just stayed on the ground, able to get the punish they need. And Chancla, that's all I'm saying right there. Chanclatomica doing a really, really good start so far right now. Doing a really good job blocking.
Nice follow-up. Daro series, hold this corner position here, and yeah, 5k jail out. After the explosion, Daro reset. Oh no. Yeah, but that was so much tension to spend right there. No windshield wiper, committed to that Daro, and one sneeze will do. There it is.
Just check it out with the neutral button right there. Control the screen space, control the chip. R slash. Now, pressure going once again. Blocks the overhead, so now gets a good punish for it.
Nice. Caught reaching. No. I almost feel like that was a 6-piece startup right there.
Just doing a good job. Keeping the pressure going. Trying to get Chonkla to do something crazy. Trying to make them make a mistake. But these tap dusts working out great for them. Knowing that they're going to want to block low. Finally goes high to get out, but Sword Explosion does end up working for them.
It ties it up. One apiece.
Duel 1.
Shiraga not wanting to go down without a fight so far. So, but then you see Chonkla. This is very different. Just staying really calm. Just keeping it, like, just allowing Shiraga to do something, trying to react to it. And, you know, that unfortunately, in this chance, put us into a bad opportunity. Now keeps getting juggled as well with these swords into the special beam cannon. Huge damage.
Yep, definitely one of those chip rounds right here. Backdash, so we go all out at this point. No, nothing ventured, nothing gained at this point with the life loss. Okay, got our first knockdown. Alpha Blade pick up with the cross as well. Still has to block.
Yeah, going for the delay. Alpha Blade mix, trying to bait out a leaf blade right there, but now normal mix after the wall slump, and it works out for them. Not prepared to block it, so. That's edging Chonkla ever so closer to a victory back into the grand finals.
Nice backdash 2K, able to steal a turn with an alpha. Watch the high. Where do you think you're going? Jump K. All right, locked down into this corner here. Gamma Blade still whittling down a lot of this tension here because of FD and Chonkla not giving any opportunity here from Shiraga. Oh no, has the ability to cancel things out. Red RC, 50% tension gone. Gonna try to build this up and force a whiff from Shiraga, but not overextending, so that's a big call out there from Chonkla.
It goes for the low this time, so... Oh, but not able to find the pickup. Chonkla needs to make something happen right now, but Motobato is baited, but not able to get the punish on it until the second hit. That's gonna bring Chonkla 2-1.
Wow. That's so unfortunate. He had the right call, but just a little bit too high. A little too deep in the cross up there. Chonkla was able to run away with it. But look at this. Maintaining control of Shiraga at the start of game 4.
Yeah, already putting them in the wall. Already picking up once again. Forcing them to block. But you're getting thrown out of your own pressure this time. So now it's chip time. Yeah, just baiting out these lows. Trying to get them to do something crazy. But the falling, jumping. Heavy slash right there, gonna lead into some huge damage.
Nice DP.
To keep it safe.
Oh no! Yep, falling buttons will find its mark here, and Chonkla goes down.
Yeah, the jumping heavy's doing a really good job of stopping Chonkla from doing anything crazy in that range they've been wanting to this whole match. So, Shiraga making a really good adaptation for it, trying to do whatever they can. Did a good job of blocking the mix as well, but you can't block that overhead for too long.
Yeah, what's crazy is that Chonkla is staying in a very specific range to be really ambiguous as to which side it's going to be left or right on these these overheads rather. Oh no, that's a big call out right there, but no confirm. All right, we got out of it.
Once again, gets a
no cancel.
No cancel. Both players having 50-meter. Oh, tries to go for the tap dust once again, but this time was prepared for it with the burst. But
ooh,
yeah, still finds the pickup.
Yeah, it was really late on the whiff punish attempt right there. That's why we saw the dash in from Chonkla. All right, so it's 2-all in this losers finals.
It is anyone's game. It has been back and forth, neck and neck. Right now, someone just needs to make something happen. An early burst for Shiraga. Try to use the
nice
lock down.
That was a really beautiful way to thread the needle there with the jump 2K and able to run up Shiraga on the approach. Daro pinned to the wall once again. Has meter. May as well just spend it.
Be able to pick up. No, they're too high, but they're not able to get the full cross up on it due to the distance. So having to stay same side, but still getting hit out of some big damage. How unfortunate for Shiraga. Gives Chonkla another chance to live.
Throw after the drift. Say it ain't so. The pressure. Nice block on the high, but unfortunately not going to find the anti-air mark. 2K2D able to follow up. There's no meter available here from Shiraga, so this is the opportunity for Chonkla to force the situation. Go for the burst. I don't blame you. The low, and does wrap it up. What a comeback here from Chonkla in the first round of the final game of the set.
the one mistake at the very end of them being slightly too high up, and now Chonk was gonna take it the distance.
Oh no, caught in the backdash. Good patience here.
Just trying to keep it basic, trying to use the slashes and the heavy slashes, keep them out from doing anything too crazy. J2K on the same side still finds a mix opportunity though. But now they're stuck once again. 16 counter, no full follow-up.
Wake up 2K though. Okay, has to be careful with leaving these gaps open. Morto Bato is a threat. No longer anymore though. PRC able to get the throw. Shiraga, stand up for me real quick. Tries to get a whip punish on a 2K. Oh no, the high sword. Oh god!
DP comes through RC to make it safe, but it goes for the immediate low this time. So now having to block this gets low again. It is still anyone's game.
Oh, the H! Yep, jump H, OTG. Final round, final game in losers finals. Both these players want to make it back.
They want a chance at that glory of the first place, but right now they have to get through each other, and Chankla off to a good start with some very, very consistent damage that they're getting at these wall break opportunities. And Shiraga being aggressive once again, trying to check the forward momentum. But this is the start they need. Burst is back though.
Okay,
and
no.
They're safe. They gets the hard knockdown though. Gonna be able to get a good save jump off of this.
Yeah, it was a really good call to try to spend that overdrive there so we lose the burst opportunity and get the damage, get the positive bonus here. Burst is fired off, lost a sword, put the clone out. Which one's it gonna be, huh? The jump P. We still have a large life lead, so we're still doing okay. Good patience from Chankla.
It is. You have to be so careful right now. Negative penalty almost coming through. But Chankla comes from downtown with the toes. Going to be able to close it out 3-2 over Shiraga.
That was the most max range low on the Rekka from Chip right there to get the victory 3-2. My goodness, what a set. And both these players went down to Chris Chaos on the winner's side here. So either way, we were going to get a run back. And look at this, Chonklatamica coming back here into grand finals to try to take another crack at Chris Chaos there. And the last time these two went toe-to-toe, it was 3-2 in that winner's semis. So we'll see how this shakes down. I think because that set was a chip mirror.
Yep, that was a chip mirror. And, Chris they've been, except for that first game we saw them, they've been consistently on the chip so far. So potentially we'll probably end up seeing that go through. Clearly we saw it before that they want to stick with chip, so they may be on that. Or if they may be feeling a little saucy, knowing that they have a reset.
Right.
Try to make that Kai work.
Yeah, only time will tell. We have made it here. Into the grand final, so definitely take the time to check out the match arena. Still have 30 codes in there, free to claim right now. $20 in the pot. We could definitely boost that up even more. And if you've already used the codes, feel free to put out the tweet, let folks know that there is match arena, and feel free to use them. Share the wealth in your discords if you like, if you would be so inclined to do so.
Yeah. Like this is free money. This is the most free money that you can ever legally get. So make sure if you are able to use these, if you are able to send over these codes as quickly as possible. Yes. It supports the players for all the work they do. Some of these people have put in hundreds, if not thousands, of hours to get to the skill points that they're at now. So definitely, it's always nice to reward them with the money available through Match Arena.
Absolutely. I believe we are just about to get this grand finals set underway here. We already have Chocolatomica in here. We just got to get Chris Chaos back in here.
Just waiting. Chris now getting ready for it. Had to stay hydrated. Had to be prepared for the craziness of that matchup.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely... It's going to be interesting to see how this shakes down, especially since these two were such a close match when they first went off against each other.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And you saw that Chris was very willing to be allow Chankla to be a lot more aggressive in it, and was just sort of trying to play the whiff punish game until they saw Chankla make one hesitation, and it was a quick switch back to it. So let's see if they can keep that up, or if they're going to want to try to change it to being a little more aggressive, knowing that they have a couple games to try to get it down. They don't have to try to win it right in 3, but they want to try to get it quick.
Well, here we go. Grand finals. Chris Chaos, orange chip against the black chip of Chankla. Don't get mixed up by what I said there.
And right now, off to a good start for Chris, finding some really solid damage. Almost able to get the wall break as well, but one JP2 view. So now you have to get the side swap potential for Chocolate. Keeps the aggression going with that PRC.
Yeah, that was actually really smart with the whiff on the overhead. Would have given Chris Chaos the opportunity to get a punish here, but look at that. Already got a nice little confirm. Got our positive bonus. Win condition is set right now, but the challenge? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is where Chonkla's been very, very good at. You've seen this in the past few games they've had. They're able to confirm in these neutral situations where most aren't. But Chris, even more confident in their ability, finds a good hit, able to confirm the first game of this first round.
Okay, nice. Got the low here. Able to get a confirm after the record series. The 5K already another shatter. And the life deficit is huge against Chonkla. Oh, nice backdash.
What a backdash right there. Able to give them their turn, but a good backdash in turn on the leaf grab right there. Now, yeah, just both players reset back out neutral, try to, thread the needle, do whatever they can to get through, but a good, quick 6K RC. That forces the first effort.
The PRC, oh my god, we still got scooped up the reactions for Chonkla here, but missed the confirm. Oh my god!
Now they have a gold burst coming through, so Chris is trying to get out of danger, but it's not even going to matter at the very end. Chonkla quickly tying this first one up. Oh, tries to go for the 6H, but the JH coming in from downtown. Gonna give them the ability, though, to allow them to reset after a little bit of damage. Not the end of the world. Finds a good 6H with punish, though.
That's footsies right there. The low crush off the 6H. No, oh my god, but you backdash! Are you see it? I'm tilted for you, Chonkla. That's crazy.
I didn't think it would hit right there. That is crazy. But Chonkla's like, I got hit there. It's not happening again. You're taking this damage. We're going as quick as possible to get out of here. But an overhead at the very end will allow Chris to take it. Now up 1-0. Our grand finals.
Duel 1.
Sorry, our celestial finals.
Celestial floor finals here.
Make or break. You got to get your VIP banner or not after this. So you got to be very, very careful.
Okay, nice. Attempt at interrupting the neutral 5H. The risk gauge is cranked here, so this is a great situation for Chris to absolutely confirm. You gotta burst that. With that much risk gauge cranked up, yeah, I don't want to take that extra damage either. Bursting, chase down, out of the corner, we're gone.
Good instant block on the Shuriken right there, though. Allowed them to keep the space that they want, so... but not able to punish the normal follow-ups right there, so that's going to give... Give Chonkla a good DP punish at the wall, able to take that part right there, so he can forward over to tying it up, but Chris not out just yet. Goes to the second hit of the jumping heavy right there, not wanting to confirm it into a second overhead, so Chris not prepared for it, got hit, but throw whiffs, how unfortunate. Now, that's going to give Chonkla another chance to keep the pressure going, and they went low this time, so gotta watch those toes.
Nice. Tons of pressure in this corner here. Chris opting to burst, last chance to try to make it happen. It's not going to do it.
Yeah, try to use the J2K to beat out their anti-air options, try to make it a little bit more obtuse, but Chonkla was very confident just to sit there, wait for them to do something, and then react accordingly. Worked out for them, now bringing it 1-1.
Jeez. Yeah, a couple 2S's here. Good jump P as well to get the interrupt. Alpha Blade, cross-ups once again. And we have Chris, all sorts of confuzzled.
Left, right, who knows where we're at, but what Chonkla knows, they're able to try to keep the pressure going, trying to get that risk gauge building. They're both backdashing at the same time as making me die inside. It is the funniest thing, just flipping away from each other and immediately running back in, but Chris finds a good throw and finds another good confirm.
Yes, that was actually really excellent. Oh no. Okay, immediate burst.
Good YRC out, though. Tries to get the run-up throw afterwards, and the burst of their own is baited. Now they're stuck.
Oh no.
What a super. Just like perfectly confirms right there, right at the very end.
That was so far away, too.
Yeah. It was from downtown. That was that had to be Mac.
Okay, Red able to carry. Nice DP.
Just confident, knowing they've been going through these mix-ups again and again and again, just knowing that they're not safe jumping at a DP gives them a chance. So good 2K counter hit, but not able to make anything happen, but they will with this 6K RC already bring him to the corner mix once again. Gets the low into the immediate throw.
RC though, still able to continue the pressure. Chris trying to get out of this corner here, and the DP finding the mark. It's 2-1 right now for Chonkla.
Yeah, Chonkla's got that read. They're able to figure out exactly what they were wanting to do, and they're coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see if Chris can, like Chonkla's just been getting everything right. Every backdash has been essentially perfect. Their whiff punish is great. Their confirms fantastic. So we'll have to see if Chris can make an adjustment to really try to, throw them off their game. Try to make them do something a little crazy. We have to see it even happen. And right now, Chonkla's looking like they're off to a good start.
Yeah, because between the two of them, there's been plenty of back and forth in that neutral, right? It's just like they in a mirror match, you often know what your opponent wants because you're playing the same characters, right? So you have to try to be careful about like, all right, who's going to overextend first? It is literally like a fencing match of sorts between these two characters because the hand's extending through. So you're either looking for the big 5H, right? Counter hit 5H is going to be huge, or even the classic far slash is great. Regardless, like just those buttons have the normals that will overextend, and Chip is fast enough to just dash up 5K, even 5P dash up if they wanted to. So it's that dance that these two are playing against each other, and whoever is going to get that opening game at first is fishing for that counter hit, fishing for that whip punish. So that's why we're seeing that constant immediate backdash and neutral, and we dash in. But it's a game of chicken almost. Trying to like, all right, so are you gonna you gonna steer away first, or am I? Like, who is it gonna be?
And you see, they've both been very confident and actually just... It's interesting, because I feel like you have some people who they're going to want to be more towards the aggression side of things and more towards the runaway side of things. And both these players are very confident to just back off. Allow the other opponent to do something and try to get them to, do something crazy. Try to get them to make a decision to get them punished for it. But when you're both doing that, you're just resetting back to neutral. You've got to hold that. And you can see early on right now, Chris trying to change the aggression up, knowing that they have to make something happen. If they don't, Chonkla's going to be able to take this into the reset that they're looking for.
Cool. Okay. Nice. Holding out to this corner position. Great call out here. Going to commit as well. Oh, expecting a burst right there, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a little late in the round to expect a burst like that, but you never know what's coming through
exactly.
From a player. They're always thinking at 6 degrees higher than everyone else. So, but right now, Chris off to a good start after this with a good DP on the attempted alpha board right there.
Good 2D. Keep the pressure going as well. And the whip punish here. And you bet. Oh, no. The Icelandic burst right here. Chris Chaos is just a chip away from victory.
That didn't kill. Oh my goodness. And Chris keeps it calm. And like I said, that was a perfect example of what I was just talking about. If Chris just waited, didn't do anything at rounds at the post wall break situation, was just gonna allow Chonkla to do something and try to react accordingly and try to punish it. That's really what they're thinking on this match. Right now it's working out for them as they brought it back to 2-2. The leaf grab from Chonk is a good start to try to get the game going into the reset that they're looking for.
Absolutely. Oh no, there we go. They got that far slash.
Good DP, but at the very end, finding these Rekka hits but not able to get the full conversions off them if they're just ever so at the tip.
That was a really good chase with that PRC, but it's going to get checked by the slash. A backdash! Might be able to save Chris Chaos here. The 5P attempt, and unfortunately going to get caught. 2K.
Now, but sitting at reset point here, so Chris has to be very careful. They got to make 2 games come back.
Ooh!
We can see it again, a good 6H punish. But I think, once again, was baiting out a burst right there and wasn't able to get it. Chonkla, another 6H, working out wonders at this exact range that they're looking for. Into the super.
Absolutely. Get this hard knockdown at the very least.
They get to a point where they know Chonkla will have to save their burst for the next one, be a little bit more predictable. Goes low, but still has the ability to overhead there. Now, tying it up, it is anyone's game.
Oh, nice 6P attempt, just a smidge too far here. Chris Chaos trying to close that gap and still fishing. Look at that, because we see the 2S coming through. No 6H punish. I'm surprised we're still throwing them out there. Look at that. You see it preemptively. We know you're trying to go for 2S. I got a 6H. I got the rock, paper, scissors in this game. Nice. Red RC. No burst, though. Oh, my God. Chris is on another level right now. It's been turned up.
Fantastic wall break, but Chankla now trying to turn it down back to their favor. Getting a really good super confirm at the wall. Brandy's life total ever so close to each other. Both players, though, still have burst.
There's our YRC. Okay, waiting. There's a knockdown burst immediately spent here. Don't you burst it. Now the opportunity is... Oh, my God! Oh, still pressing!
It was trying to bait the... Oh, no!
Oh, those comes... And what a reset here. 3-2 in the first round of Grand Finals. Chocolate Topica gets the reset. 3-2 over Chris Chaos. And yeah, it was a scrambling situation. Dropped the combo, and unfortunately, Chocolate was still pressing buttons on top of Chris. And you saw Chris, too, just take that moment. Full stop. Like, all right, you're going wild. I need to make sure that we've assessed that neutral has been reset. Because sometimes you'll see folks in that scramble situation just keep going, like immediately after the break. And unfortunately, sometimes you get blown up for that. And Chris making a smart call to kind of wait for a moment there to reassess. Unfortunately, just got checked on the dash up approach. So here we are at Grand Finals, reset, the Re-Celestial final.
And sticking with the chip as well. Not really confident in their chip. Like it was neck and neck. It was anybody's game. It was that last situation. Chankla just more confident in their ability to press buttons at the very end. So we'll have to see if Chris can, make it back, or if Chankla can bring it all the way from the loser's side to get the reset they want for victory. But right now, be off to a good start, allowing them to keep their pressure, continue in the corner. These 6-8 with punishes, so good for Chris.
Yeah, especially at the wall there. There's those 6-8, because we see time and time again that Chocolate is going for these lows, and we're getting so much mileage off the 6-8 because of it. Oh, nice jump in, calling out the gamma blade. First round is a perfect for Chris Chaos.
And that's what they want to be seeing over and over again. But now Chankla recognizing that change, already making the adjustments they need, being a little bit more willing to just block, but you're gonna get hit eventually. Now Chris really trying to bail out the burst right there. Trying to burst on their own. Check the toes once again, working out so great for them to run up lows.
Wow, what an overhead.
So you got BRC to keep it safe, tries to Alpha Blade to get the mix going, but that just gave Chankla another opportunity to check the neutral situation.
Oh wow, what a carry over here, and see, just like we had in the final set of, or final game of the last set, the scrambly situation where it's, just an illusionary effect, right? It's just like we got the flip, I'm still pressing, but I think I have the block, and the block animation didn't come through. We tried to get the kill, one touch away, we'll do it! The jump 2K, thread the needle from Chankla will take the round.
Just hit the edge of that hurt box right there, and that was able to give them what they need. So now, but Chris finds the early opportunity of their own, tries to go for the mix, but the same side, but gets a throw afterwards to allow them to keep that pressure going. It is kind of interesting with like the quick builds of risk into the overhead right there. Chankla taking them, and it's not been built up as much as possible, but Chris still taking these hits left and right to allow them to take that with a perfect. Both those wins for perfects.
Yeah.
Both those wins for perfects. That's saying a lot from Chris. That's saying I'm done with you. We're done. It's over. Playtime.
And you see too that Chris is going for the single button. I'm waiting for you to press that low, and you're still seeing, even on whiff, 6H following up.
Trying to do.
Okay, here we go. Same thing. Look, we're fishing, waiting for that whiff button. 6K pickup off of Red RC. Definitely going to get this confirmed, but no burst. The whiff throw.
Yeah, the whiff throw. This is exactly what Chris wants. Just playing playing like how they would Kai. Just buttons, knockdown, wait for you to do something crazy. And Chankla finding these crazy hits, finding this mix, it's gonna work out for them. But a burst comes through with a good backdash of them trying to do something risky, and the overhead finally coming through. Chris really set the pace. Didn't even need to use that meter on that positive bonus that he gained right there.
You always need to use the meter.
You need to, but Chris didn't, and that's that's showing how they're feeling right now. Oh, the throw with no punish on it.
Okay, Gamma Blade stays close. Good backdash. Oh, the tick throw.
You're just trying to check with the 5P, trying to get them to do something.
Okay, here we go. Got our pickup. No confirmed. The DP. Oh, wow. That was ever so delayed, too, but that's okay. We still PRC to adjust the jump trajectory here. The low confirmed. Nothing after. Oh, no. Trying to put hands on a couple back dashes. We'll call it the command grab here. And Chonkla is trying to answer back right now and make something happen to jump 2K out of the skies. Great Red RC to finish it up.
Yeah, the good 6K right there. Chunkla's really good at putting Chris into these scramble situations and guessing correctly. Like, while Chris able to control the neutral, able to control these like more traditional situations, as soon as it gets a little risky, that's when Chonkla is the one who really takes control. Good throw tech out right there, and another solid hit. So, I'm trying to get the BRC combo, but instead was able to get the burst after that reset.
Yep, so that's a sweep. Oh, nice landing recovery is going to get the punish.
Old-fashioned trip guard. Keeps going RC forward. Yeah, tries to get them to bait out something after the RC, but instead just throws them with another perfect. That's 3 perfect so far.
Okay, I mean, look at this. A very strong message, too. Yeah, like 3 perfects here in the set so far, up with a 2-0 lead. And a great point that you brought up, right, is Chonkla is definitely, coming out on top in the scrambles, right? And Chris Chaos is still controlling the pace of the set. And I think like that's the thing is like the difference between these two players is that when it's a very set controlled style of play in the neutral, like Chris is coming out on top. Chris is making the solid reads and in control as far as how Chonkla is playing. But once something goes slightly awry, like Chonkla gets a stray hit and interrupts that normalcy that Chris Chaos is so it has been conditioning and setting up throughout this entire set, Chonkla comes out and scrambles time and time again. But
and you can actually see Chonkla wanting to recontrol the neutral, bringing out the Kai Kisuke of their own.
But so the gambit is that you have to win neutral, and Chris has been winning it time and time again. The consistency from Chris is coming out on top each round of this set in particular. Nice throw.
Yeah, and it's already off to a good start for them as well. Gamma Blade pressure coming through, gets the PRC off the leaf grab as well, so some solid damage at the wall break as well. Gets the positive.
You thought you could Foudre arc, and what are you doing? Wake up, Foudre!
In this economy, Chris now only sitting 1 game away from tournament point after this reset. Trying to go low, trying to bait out these stun edges, trying to do anything they can to beat out Chonkla. But right now, just doing a really good job of controlling spacing with the fireballs until Chris runs in from downtown.
Nice pickup off the anti-air, and yeah, just again, causing... Chris Chaos is fishing for Chonkla to overcommit, and it's been paying off this entire set. That's been the adjustment of this set in particular, set 5. If you aren't going to learn the lesson from overcommitting, I will punish you every step of the way. And here we go with DP does get the punish. Chris Chaos takes it 3-0 over Chonkla.
At the scramble situation, at the very end, at the post wall break situation, my man's Chris Chaos sprints from downtown in DPs. That was the confidence they were feeling right there off that interaction.
Oh yeah,
they felt totally in control right there.
It was absolutely just a ton of control, just the confidence in doing it. Plus, you think about the options that were available for Chonkla to do in that position, right? Far slash, definitely going to get DP'd. You try to throw stun edge, DP'd. You try to go for what? What are you going to do when I run up in DP? Because all that we've seen, all that Chris Chaos has learned from this set is that Chonkla does not want to just sit and block. That is like, unless if they've already been put into a block string, each wake up interaction was an action rather than just sit and block. So Chris was just going to take advantage of that from there on. So on that wake up interaction, just after breaking the scramble, right after getting put back to neutral, why not DP? Because Chonkla isn't giving the respect that I deserve from all the special we've been putting out, right? Of all the whiff punishes that we did with 6H and conditioning my opponent to think that they have the opportunity to press buttons against me, because we saw the consistent thing was lows. Time and time again, when Chonkla got caught in the corner, it was probably 2S, 2K to try to interrupt. Chris had enough of that and went 6H. And once we saw those interrupts happen time and time again in that first set, Chris gave a moment to be like, all right, well, surely you've learned your lesson, right? Like, surely you're not going to fall for these punishes again. And the message was received after that set of like, okay, I guess if you want to keep getting punished, I will choose violence. And here's where we are in this set here. Chris being more consistent in the neutral, being more consistent with their game plan. And it's great to be, solid in a scramble situation, but not everyone plays like Sonic Fox, where Sonic Fox is the victor in scrambles, right? But Sonic Fox has consistency to back that up. So you have to have both. And you went up against somebody with consistency, and that's where Chris Chaos came out on top.
Yeah, it was as you were saying, just Chris keeping it calm, keeping it very didn't do anything crazy. Like even in their consistency and how they were wanting to control and condition them, just these very, very I compare it a lot to how Marvello plays. Just very basic whiff punishes. Just like, you're going to keep doing this, I'm going to keep hitting you appropriately. So an excellent showing from them here tonight.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Chris Chaos, taking first place tonight. Chocolatomica putting on a great show as well, taking second. And third, going to Shiraga tonight at CIFGC Downtown Beatdown Online. So thank you so much for everyone that tuned in. We still have plenty of codes in the Matcherino. There's 24 codes left, so feel free to let folks know that Matcherino is still available to try to claim some of that free money and put it back into the pot. And yeah, I mean, look, the only thing we got to talk about is Roundhouse coming up this weekend. Make sure y'all tune in for Roundhouse. There's going to be all sorts of streams going on if you're looking for Guilty Gear. There's going to be plenty of that action. You can check between Tampa Never Sleeps, Low Kick Esports, Garage Gear, that's Elvin Shadow running the show, and then Unrivaled Tournaments, as well as UGS Gaming on top of it.
Yeah, gonna be an exciting show, whether you're there in the crowd or sitting at home watching it online. So definitely make sure to tune into it. Make sure to support all the streams that are happening through there and all the great games that are happening. There's so many games, like you were talking about earlier. There's too many games.
Absolutely. So thank you again. It's been a real pleasure commentating with you as well, Tabby.
As always, Zero.
Yes. Until next time, everybody. Later days.